to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I used to live in Dagger Fall until I answered Destiny's call. Packed my stuff and left for Skyrim, but ended up in Helgen with my neck resting in a guillotine. The end of me, it would seem, but then again, who could ever foresee? I take an arrow to the knee. I took 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 an arrow to the knee. Long ago I was enrolled in the College of Winterhold, paying my own way with the gold I earned working in the Thieves Guild, but I never ended up with a degree. I had to drop out of school early. My life changed oh so suddenly when I took an arrow to the knee. 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 I chased spiders to spider holes. I fought giants and I fought frost trolls. I stood up to the Imperials. I killed the dragons with the Elder Scrolls. I used to be so wild and free, and now I wander aimlessly. Adventure was stolen from me when I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee.
what about it? It's time for the fan mail. Oh wow, Morgan's desktop is also on his camera there. What is what is happening?
Got him. I think it's
Oh
this
my
one I
God.
want. Don't you worry about it.
Yes, the infinite mirror look that you've gone for there.
Yeah, you don't worry about it there. Like, it's just Google.
Oh, is this like an intentional thing?
I'm trying to, I'm green screening, but I got to do it with, it's still a little
So
square.
you're
This is
green
really
screening your own
cool.
computer onto your camera.
I guess not.
No, it's a great idea, Morgan. You work on that, and Danny and I will fill time. Nobody will notice. I just don't know what the hell you're thinking is the problem.
I just don't know what I'm thinking, all right?
It's just
I
as
like
long
it,
as whatever you put up there is safe for work, I have no objections, but...
We see that there's one fern. Are you between two ferns?
Oh, no. Oh, no. The earpod technology in his hands again.
How about that? Is that about centered? Let me look on the
That's
old.
It looks
beautifully
great.
centered.
Come on, man.
All right.
Look
Well,
how good you look.
I'm just not green screening with the thing right now, you know?
I
You
don't
know what I
even
mean?
want to get into it. I maybe this is the best part. Well, we're warming up. I saw
feel
Paul
cold?
Dale twice this weekend.
No, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I did. He apologized that he stopped coming to the jam so much because he found out that there was more ladies at karaoke night.
Ew. Ugh.
I was like, oh, okay.
I feel sorry for those ladies.
And then I ran into him the next day, as I hadn't seen him in 2 years, and he's a character artist on the promenade, and he was like sitting.
That's strong. That's a strong word for what he does.
Oh, he's yeah. Well, that is what he does. It's not necessarily that it's.
Well,
good,
you use the word artist, and I don't know.
He does, yeah. So, anyways, then he tells me that he tricked a woman into thinking he was only 30 years old.
Oh my god.
And I was like, first of all, I was like, okay, well, maybe somebody just wasn't rude and be like, bullshit, you're 30. This guy's like 60 something years old. Not that it matters. I'm not ageist. But then he said that when she found out that he was 60, when she found out he was 60, she stopped calling him. I was like, no,
well,
she
how
knew
old was she?
I have no idea. She was at a karaoke bar because now he does karaoke to meet women instead of improv. Because he's trying to tell me that there's still women in improv.
I quit interacting with him a little bit after he tried
to... Sorry, go ahead.
I stopped interacting with him a little bit after he tried to get me to join a Facebook group that he had started that was something about how Obama was like a terrorist of like drone striking or something. He's
not
a weird
green alien, but not a lizard, but a terrorist.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, every U.S. president is.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You know, not to cast judgment on your friend, but he does sound a bit like a creep, to be honest.
Oh no, he's not our friend. Well, he's not my friend, and he is a creep.
He is James's friend, but
I can't speak for James. He's not a friend of mine.
He's a good friend of James. Okay.
The West Side has a pretty good community, and everybody is pretty widely accepted there, and gets along. But Paul, this person,
he alienates
Paul,
people.
We'll use a fake name for him, Paul.
Well, let's say his name is Paul. Like,
didn't you already say his name earlier in the stream?
Yeah.
Paul Shale.
Paul Shale. But like everyone is uncomfortable by him. He says awful things. He's not funny. He gets up on stage and instead of doing an improv scene, he ridicules the person on stage with him or like says some snotty remark. And like it's not
bad.
good. And so nobody has been missing him at Monday Night Jams. He needs to apologize to no one.
I mean, insults are the lowest form of humor, which is why I insult you every week on the show. You know, it's just a low-hanging fruit. But yeah,
well, it depends on the person you're ridiculing, because it's actually not that easy to ridicule somebody so close to perfect. This guy.
Weekly, every week.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mikey. This every week. This show is every week.
Ish.
Every week ish. Listen, the weeks we're not here, we're here in your hearts. That's the main thing, isn't it? I mean,
I think he was saying that we appear weekly. WEAK.
Yes, that's what I was going for. We appear weekly on your television screens. James, is your background from Homeworld 3?
It is an
AI generated.
Oh, I mean, I painstakingly AI generated it.
It is a lot like Homeworld 3, but
I don't know what Homeworld 3 is.
It's a game that's coming out next year, published by Gearbox.
Cool.
What have you been playing that inspired this? Did you start Starfield yet?
No, I was using, because I'm playing Armored Core 6, and there was one battle mech background that I had that's supposed to be the cockpit of an Armored Core.
Oh.
That's
so
what
the window's behind you?
Well, it's not perfect.
Is that where you... Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll figure
one
it out.
day.
If you've been having trouble aiming, I think that's what's been going on.
I've been looking at the back wall of my cockpit.
You got to tell it the perspective you want. You have to be like looking forward from the cockpit or from the captain's chair, wide angle. You know, all that stuff. You got to tell it what you want to see. It's just a stupid computer who will never control me. Hear that, AI? Come at me.
Well, you showed that AI, you mean business. The color palette just reminded me of Homeworld 3 a little bit. The artwork for that game.
I hadn't even realized they made a Homeworld 2.
Did you
or
even
that
know
Homeworld
they
was a series of games?
Oh dear. Yeah, it's developed by Blackbird Interactive and published by Gearbox.
Oh, I've heard of them. They do Gears of War, right?
It's a 3D real-time strategy game set in space.
Oh, that's why we're not into it.
All right, I gotta take off my hoodie.
Although I was self-servingly trying to bring up the topic of Homeworld 3 because I have an announcement to make.
Oh no!
You're going back to your homeworld?
Yes. They're coming to pick me up next Thursday. No, I'm going to be in the credits of Homeworld 3, so there's a thing.
Oh my god!
Are you going to do
serious?
anything on it, or are you just going to be in the credits?
I'm going to just be in the credits.
It's just a special thanks.
Special thanks. No, we're because it's been announced that it's going to use Mod.io, isn't it? So it's so they're going to put us all in the credits. So my name will be. So I will technically get my own IGDB page.
Oh, nice.
What IDG? What was this?
It's like IMDb, but
the internet
like
gaming database.
Oh, I wonder if I'm in there.
Well, you should have an IMDb page, no? Because you're.
Well, yeah, I have an IMDb one, but I was on. I'm in the credits.
Yeah, everybody has an IMDb.
I'm in IMDb. I'm saying I should also be an IMDb, whatever that one is.
Well, which video games have you been in, James?
Well, I worked on Guitar Hero. I worked on.
No. They're not going to put in all the tester guys.
I'm in the credits. I saw
then you should have a page if you're in the credits.
And
you
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah, you should have your page. There you go.
Right,
Man is taking the gaming industry by storm by running around in circles repeatedly trying to break the game engine. And also look at that skills taking off a hoodie while.
Oh god, it was hard. I was trying not to miss a word you said.
I mean, you've been subtly trying to get that done for the last. I've seen you slowly trying to get your arms out of those sleeves over the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I had it around my neck, and I was like, maybe that's just good enough. And I was like, I look like an idiot on screen right now. It's gonna affect my IMDb.
Your IMDb DB page.
I don't think. It looks like they list the video games, the companies, and the characters, but I don't think you can search by person.
Well, maybe I've made that up then. Maybe it's on IMDb. Who knows? I'm sure there's a place somewhere.
IGDB is a thing.
Maybe it's Moby Games I'm thinking of.
Mobile games?
Moby Games, the one with the big blue whale. Think about it, Danny. If James still had his mustache, pulling off his hoodie might take longer. It's true. You'd have some friction. Be like Velcro, wouldn't it?
I was just gonna say I've more than one occasion gotten my.
Oh, okay.
My
here we go.
stuck to my face.
James Heaney, person credited on 3 games.
That's reasonable. What games?
But then it lists 4 games. All right. So, well, I guess it is 3. It's just listing the different things. So you've got Call of Duty Black Ops production testers, Blur QA testers.
Well, wait. I wasn't production tester. I was dev tester.
It says you were a production tester.
Well,
on the
they've got-
PlayStation 3, Windows, and Xbox 360.
Let's put it this way: they don't know you personally, so they took that out of the credits. So that's how you're listed in the credits.
Yeah, you gotta call Activision. Call your contacts at Activision. You're big over there, right?
You want to get
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a game called Blur. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. It was crazy. It was a crazy one because actually that game got canceled and remade and re-released, and I still got a copy of the game and my name in the credits.
Yeah, you were a QA tester on that one, and then Guitar Hero 5, you were QA tester's day shift.
Well, technically,
Do you know what's said about
I was
that? The implication that there's a
But
QA
only for
tester's night
Wii.
shift.
You're only credited on the Wii for Guitar Hero.
what? I
It
never
says
even worked
2009.
on the Wii.
It says Guitar Hero 5 2009 Wii, Blur is 2010 Windows, and then Call of Duty is PlayStation 3, Windows, and Xbox 360.
I worked on Wii for Call of Duty. I mean, I worked on everything, but once they like at the very beginning, everybody worked on Xbox. Everybody was just working on Xbox, and then as the game developed more, we would split up into teams. And when I was split up, I ended up on Wii, and oh my god, is it bad? It is so bad. The Wii version of Call of Duty should have never been made. It was terrible.
Oh, Plock put this in.
Clock?
Plock.
Mr.
That's a name I've
Blokite,
seen.
who lives on our server.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that put you up January 9th, 2011. He's got a good picture of you hosting Hot Off the Press and from October 2019. You were added July 1st, 2020 by Plock. That's so sweet.
There you go.
What a nice
look at that.
contribution.
So it
So all
turns
that
out
complaining,
he did
James.
know you were personally all along, and maybe he did get it. He did get it wrong.
Oh, sorry.
He's a monster through and
Amazing.
through.
Well, do we have any other announcement-related announcements?
Well, the actor strike ended, so
Yes.
so I'm
Congratulations.
back to my old
now,
games.
Yeah, you're back on the circuit, as it were.
I stopped performing so good at video games because I was acting like a bad gamer. And then during the strike, you probably noticed, wow, this isn't the same James I've seen for a while. He's so sharp. But now I'm picking up the character of terrible gamer again.
I mean, you must have been method acting because you were you were still in character the entire time.
Hey, what's up, Strafe? What's up, Pill? We have what's up, so we're not even hitting up, guys. Come on, focus.
Is anybody else getting the is anyone else getting stuttering on the stream? Because Mikey's saying that he's getting ignoring me stuttering in real life.
Yeah,
Because
Mikey, you just want to call your internet service provider and maybe see if they crank you up a little bit.
yeah, so it's all Mikey's problem.
Just
Fair
having
enough.
whoop, whoop.
Our technical lead is having technical issues, which is great. I don't think we've got any other announcements, really, do we?
I'm back to streaming, full-time streamer.
Oh God, that's a big one. Yeah, I forgot about
Big time
that.
dreamer. Yeah, we're playing through Cyberpunk again. I'm pretty much to Phantom Liberty. I just finished all the Arasaka stuff.
How are you
And-
finding the changes from? Because it's been a big update since you last played it.
I don't know. Seems fine.
Okay, but you've not noticed any specific differences or
I don't know. It
improvements?
looks very clean. I was reading a Reddit review the other day on Starfield, and it was like, man, going from playing Starfield to playing Cyberpunk, it's crazy how like deep and nuanced and like colorful and nice Cyberpunk is, and how empty and vapid and like surface level Starfield is. And I'm definitely feeling that going from Starfield to Cyberpunk myself. You're like,
Yep.
oh, those characters were all useless and didn't mean anything and nothing matters. And like all of the factions were dumb and didn't really care to do anything or nothing mattered.
This is why I was defending Cyberpunk in the early days when everybody was hating on it for all of its admittedly pretty terrible problems.
Yeah.
Because I always said all along, there's a reason why I suffered through it. It's because the setting and the story and the characters are compelling and they engage
Yeah.
you.
I mean,
and-
even going back, I was like, oh, Jackie. Oh, there's Evelyn. Like, you know, I remembered the characters. And
yeah,
cared
you
about
actually
them.
have
There's
an emotional
Judy.
connection to them as opposed to just the character that goes, yes.
Yeah. If you showed me Sarah right now, I'd be like,
Yeah. Starfield is I think you know what I mean. I think Bethesda games are slightly overrated. Like Fallout 3 was great and New Vegas was
They're gonna win
fantastic,
Game
but
of the
that was
Year,
Obsidian.
and it's weird.
And, they haven't really had a hit since. Really. I mean, it's
yeah,
it's
I'm just
Fallout
waiting
3,
for Star
really.
Citizen to come online so I can get
Yeah.
that. Just any day now.
Absolutely.
Any day now, Star Citizen will pop up, and then we'll be playing that.
Yep. Good luck with that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Should we do some
I have another
comments then?
announcement. I'm going to
go
make
ahead.
some coffee. I'll be back in 2 shakes.
Fantastic.
Sale.
Bye.
Uh,
All right, finally, we're alone.
I can still hear you.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me mute myself.
There
yeah,
we go.
I almost don't want to give Fallout New Vegas credit to Bethesda because Obsidian developed that, as you say, Strife. So, Fallout 3 was great. New Vegas doesn't count. Fallout 4 had some good bits, but it was mostly kind of bad.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I really want to get into Fallout 76.
Yeah, we need to try that
But
again.
I don't have high hopes for it because I don't like MMOs. But I don't think it's that MMO-y. I think you mentioned it, and then I loaded it back up, and I was looking at the options. Not that I would ever want to pay for a monthly fee for it, but I guess if you have your own, what would you call it? I think it's called One, like Fallout 1 or something.
Yeah,
you can
like
have a private
subscription.
server. The subscription. You can have like a private world. Which is kind of cool, but oh my god, you are telling me that I have to pay to have no one else play with me?
Yeah, I wish to pay for my reclusive behavior.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
I could picture you having to pay to have a private server like you do in Minecraft, but there should be a way to just play by yourself.
The nice thing about it, at least, from what I recall, is there's only a maximum of 6 or 7 people in the server at any one time.
I think it's 20. It's
it
not
20?
a big number.
Okay.
It's not huge, considering the game is probably pretty big. It's I don't know what the maximum server is, but your private server, if you pay for the service, I think it's 6 or 8 or something like that.
Okay, right. Apparently, Pill knows the voice director from Fallout 76. Interesting.
Very interesting.
It's Zach is a real boy who says, "Hey, Pill." Hi, Zach. Don't call me Pill. Each server in Fallout 76 can have up to 24 player characters or more.
I don't believe that. As soon as he put or more in there, I'm calling bullshit. Strife.
There's a problem there because you can't have up to and more. It's either one or the other. It's either at least 24 or more, or it's
Or
up
I
to
guess
24.
it's possible that maybe different platforms have different amounts. But I'm going to check.
Well,
it right
that's yes, potentially it's less on PC than Xbox, or vice versa. Phil Emreich. The guy Mitch does Friday streams with was voice director for Pit DLC of Fallout 76.
Cool. So funny. The Fallout Wiki says it also. Says the same thing. It says 24 players or more.
Well, that's okay. But I mean, it says,
Why is that? Why does it say that?
So where does the number 24 come in? If it can be less than 24 and it can be more than 24, then 24 is an arbitrary number. That doesn't really have any impact on what?
What's the number?
What's the number? The max stranger limit is 24 plus your friends.
Yeah, so basically the 24 character limit is expanded to allow characters
So
to
there's
join.
only 24 stranger dangers,
slots.
and then you can have some friends. Okay.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's been lifted up. I feel like it was less than that when I played it many moons ago. I could have swore it was 10 or less, but maybe I'm just imagining things.
Yeah. I can't tell you what you're imagining.
It must be incredibly expensive to run servers where you can only have 10 players each in them, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy... Oh, it was 16 players and on PC 24, but not entirely sure. Okay, fair enough. I enjoy your Game Boy mug.
Oh, thank you. It changes like there's a picture that comes on it when
Ah,
it's
so like
popped.
the
It's
game
really
comes
helpful.
on when you
The
when it
game
fills.
comes on. Yeah, its color
Nice,
temperature changed.
nice. Look at that's the
Yeah.
kind of merch we should be thinking up, James. Like
hmm
we should be
I
thinking
mean,
it.
I'm sure that every time my lip touches it, it's just getting like some sort of really lethal chemical on a long-term play. And I'd love to share that with the people that watch this show.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I have a temperature changing picture somewhere. It's got Bob Ross from The Joy of Painting on it, and as it gets hot, the painting just obviously paints itself. It's
That's cool.
yeah, it's great. I guess while we're waiting for Big Morgs, minor announcement. We've done a few updates to the website. I guess that's exciting. Nothing incredibly exciting. It's mainly just fixes of bugs and things.
I was trying to read through it, but I couldn't really. Believe it or not, it's a little over my head. A lot of the things I was seeing, I didn't quite understand what the fixes were.
Neither could I really. Just bits and bobs that have been fixed. I don't know. No, it's just it looks a bit neater in some places, and the filters have been fixed up a little bit. And there's a new page when you click download, which will nag you to join Patreon.
Oh, nice.
Which has been somewhat successful, I think, because since we put it live, there's been a steady stream of people joining Patreon, which I think it's not a huge number, but it all builds up.
Yeah.
We might as well be completely transparent to the audience. Like, we're not doing great at the moment, like financially.
Yeah.
So
Not financially great. We're looking at this like, oh, all we got to do is buy 3-4 copies of Baldur's Gate. Let's put
but bankrupt the company, yeah, pretty much.
okay.
Yeah, it's not, you know. So,
But I'll tell you, bang for your buck, that Xbox Game Pass is gonna go a long way.
not to scare anyone, because we're not going anywhere. Like me and Mikey have just been pouring our own money in to keep things running. But it's been tough with advertising since the pandemic, and then. I don't know what's happened to the world in the last 12 months, but probably something to do with Russia, oil, and just everything being very, very, very fucking expensive. You know, so I appreciate that not everybody's got money to put into Patreon. It doesn't really matter. But if you can help us keep the servers on, those things are expensive.
So Strife is saying that he doesn't join the Patreon because he A, doesn't have money, and B, doesn't have the money. Have
Both
you
very, very
considered
valid reasons.
have you considered donating plasma and just using that money, or blood, whatever's like they're looking for, and don't give it for free? That's a lot of people make that mistake, and then just put
you
in.
can. There are a number
yeah.
of things you can donate. Anything from sperm to kidneys, like, you know, it's all on the table. And there's like a bit of a price list for what you can get. Stop.
Come on, Morgan, get out of here. We're trying
to make some money over here. Come on, man.
No. Stop.
Thank God. Should we do some comments?
Yeah, I guess. I don't think we're gonna get any of his blood.
Let's go.
There you guys go. Strafe only has one kidney. You want him to give up his last kidney, you sick freaks?
Not all of it. You could just give a piece away.
That's not how kidneys. You're thinking of livers.
Okay. This is Shared Souls, episode number 20. Oh, I should put it in the right order. Hang on. Who is first? There we go. Take it away, boys.
Oh, Pelagius is marked as only a Twitch subscriber on Discord.
Not Becky's Bees got it.
Well,
up, James.
You basically you have to go into Patreon and connect your Discord account to your Patreon. But also, if you're a Twitch subscriber, because you have to put them in one order or the other, I think you probably have... you have both roles. It's just you appear in whichever role is on top, if that makes sense. So, like, if you click on your name, you've got both Twitch and Patreon supporter.
Danny, you want to hear something that's really interesting to me, and I might be completely wrong. Maybe this is unrelated, but we heard about there being some hiccups and things. I haven't seen it. But when I'm looking at our stream manager, the bit rate is a red line instead of a green line. Does that make sense to you?
What are you talking about?
I'm looking at like our Twitch channel, right? I'm in Stream Manager, and in there it has, because that's how I'm reading the chat, and in there it has the bit rate, and instead of what I usually think that I see, and I could be wrong, I usually see a green line for the bit rate, but the bit rate is red in there. and it says that it's at 7,882. I have no idea what the hell that is that I'm looking at there.
Yeah, nobody does.
It's not in any particular order, Pill. It just happens to be that Twitch just happens to be above Patreon. That's all. We could
It's
swap them around.
7,769.02 kilobytes per second. Seems
I have had over the last 10 minutes 0.00% dropped frames running at 8,225 kilobytes a second.
Well, you're only pushing out
of the CPU.
7,769.02.
No,
So
Twitch is only pushing out 7,700.
Oh my God.
That's Twitch's problem, not mine.
Mikey's decided to go to Edge, and there's no problems on Edge.
Is anybody else apart from
no.
Mikey experiencing any dropped frames
Danny's
or
got
any
to him.
storing?
He's got
or...
to Mikey. He made him go to Edge.
I didn't. No, I don't use Edge. I use Firefox. Is anyone?
Sometimes I lay back and I close my eyes and I just try to imagine what the top of James's head looks like.
Oh, really? You can see it all the time when I do this.
What's James's head look like, guys?
The head.
What I could do is I could zoom out a little bit, maybe. He thinks that. Well, what it is if I do this, then the camera will readjust an auto frame because it's auto framing.
Have you got that business going on again? Jeez.
I always have that business going.
It's auto framing to your face instead of the actual size of your head.
Well, Danny
it's taking the average size face and not accounting for the average size whatever else is happening above the eyebrows. So I don't know. I can't see him.
He's probably cropped a little bit because you're looking at him on
Twitch.
Yeah, okay. So you're not looking at him
on
on
where
OBS
everyone
Ninja.
can see him. Yeah, no, where people can see him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, this is what I could do. Let's see what happens now. How much did that make it better or worser?
Well, now you're a green triangle, so I think you've done a fantastic
you're
job
an
there.
NVIDIA broadcast green triangle. So that's pretty good.
Nailed it. All right.
I like the fact that we do this right after we
Live.
started. Yeah, it's great. It's
Mikey's right. It is a 100% improvement. James is offline. Oh, no. All right, well, I'll read some comments. James needs to do more chip damage with his faster sorceries. That great bow spell is too slow. Should be used with unsuspecting enemies so you can use it to its full potential and not waste mana.
Nice. James, you're beautifully framed now.
Thank you.
Much better.
Much better.
Amazing.
Kamikaze Ice says at 5 minutes, Morgan, yup, 7 fire damage. Ugh, I feel sick. Let me out of here.
Okay. To be fair, I'm real dumb.
What's the context for that? Like,
because my troll thing is doing fire damage, but it's doing like 47 plus 7. I just saw the plus 7. I was like, oh, it's doing 7 damage. Like a dum. But it's doing like 40 something plus 7.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
of
yeah.
Imagine a world where I might make a mistake like that.
That's why I did your voice, yeah.
What? All right, let's move on. 920.
We gotta see it. You gotta.
Oh, do you want to see?
You don't want the opportunity to see me look like an idiot?
No, that's true.
I mean, I could just tab over to the ninja.
5 minutes dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They lighting.
Oh, yep, sure enough. 7 fire damage.
Which 7 doesn't sound like much, but that's all it takes to get rid of frost, right?
Yeah.
So this guy's frosted.
No, he's fired.
Wow.
Now you can
That's pretty impressive.
That'll be,
So you were wrong about that, but then I was super right about it. It doesn't matter how much damage you're doing if I'm just looking for you to unfrost my frosties.
And Danny, I don't know if you know this or even if you care, but when that video is up, you can see through it. Its opacity is not at 100%.
Yes, that was because most of the time the comments just have a bit of opacity for visual reasons.
Confusion.
So when you put the video on, it's the same, really. But
Okay.
I
All
don't know,
right.
it
Just
doesn't
as long
really
as it's
matter.
an intentional choice.
It's-
Kamikaze
it's-
920. Taco, hey, if you won't show me the camera, then listen up. Troll's hammer is pretty cool. Yep. Shard of Alexander, 15% skill damage. Roar medallion, 15% roar breath damage, and the Highland Axe passive, 10% roar damage equipped. I'm back. Troll's hammer can be buffed or greased. Both hits of the Ash of War get buffed by axe, medallion, and shard. So pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Do you want to watch that?
No, because in the spoiler alert, in later parts, I do all three of those things. Well, two of the three that I have.
So at 9, Taco, isn't Taco your cat? Or Taco's...
Wow.
I mean, sorry.
Welcome to
Taco-
Planet Earth, James.
Jesus Christ, even I remember this. Taco
No,
was the
no,
dog
not
from
Taco.
last week.
That's
The
not
dog.
good. My cat's just been dead for 3 years now.
No.
I was thinking it was the
I don't
the
think
dog.
about him every
The
day or
dog that you were,
nothing.
the dog that you were watching. But wasn't it on screen? Don't we get to see him? We're her?
no, he's barking during the recording.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
All right, makes sense. So we don't need to see that.
Yeah, we're good.
But I
Phil.
didn't think that the 920 clip was to look at the troll hammer. I thought it was for the dog.
It's to hear the dog barking. He doesn't make it onto camera. He just.
I
Barks.
never hear your thing cuts it out. I never heard a dog bark at all. In fact, I forgot it was a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Have I ever met Taco? I don't think so.
Only on camera.
Only on camera.
Ice 5320, the RIP old lady. James callous about his neighbors passing in this one.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I've got to watch. What's this? 5323.
It's legit about his neighbor passing.
Okay, I don't know if I want to watch this or
What's
not.
I can hear you. What's up?
I guess the person behind me who owns the house that's like in the porch behind, like in between, that person died. So there's a new property management of the building, and they've been trying to get a hold of me. And I guess they were shouting through the windows, and I couldn't tell, like, because it was outside. I didn't recognize the voice, so I had to go talk to them.
About what?
I guess they I don't really specifically know, but
He
um,
does
But they
know.
just
He
talked
does
to you.
know. He does
They-
know
they
because we
wanted
talked
to
about
just
it.
have
So
access
that was
to the
about
people
it.
that own this place. Yeah.
Okay. So the lady
So,
died, and
one
now
thing I
you owe more
didn't-
rent.
One thing I didn't really say, do you guys remember when I called? I don't even know if I talked about this. Do you remember when I called Southern California Gas and
Yeah.
reported a gas leak?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that it's possible, at least, that actually what I was smelling was a dead body?
No. You
I
did
mean, I
not
don't know
say
that. I didn't know that until like a week later because I had called them. I had called the gas company. They came around. They tried to get a hold of anybody that lived there.
Holy
And-
smoly.
And nothing happened. There was no gas leak. And I told that I was like, "Oh yeah, I called the gas company and because they were like they said that somebody could come back here." And I was like, "Yeah, we smelled gas." And she's like, "There was no gas leak." And I didn't realize that her answer of being so like flat like that potentially could have been because I was smelling something different.
Wait,
Wait,
it's
so-
a similar
wait.
smell.
Was this like a week before the person was found dead?
Is like I don't know when they were found dead. I have no idea. The first time I knew that they were dead was when the person was shouting in and saying that person passed and they're now like helping the like estate sell the property. So that moment when I had come back was the first I had learned any of it.
Gross.
I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe I'm way
But
out
the
there,
truth
but
is go ahead.
if somebody's got a gas leak and it's not their house, you're passing someone's house and you smell gas, do you not knock on the door and sort of let them know that you're calling the gas company because there's the smell of gas outside their
No,
house?
you don't knock on anybody's door in America
You-
unless they're
yeah.
expecting you.
Oh man, you have
Trying
been
to
reading
get
the news
shot?
first. You
Well.
knock on somebody's door, you're gonna get shot, Danny.
Yeah, you don't just knock on someone's door.
Zach was
But-
telling me that yesterday, to be honest.
The truth is I didn't know where the smell was coming from. I just like it was. I couldn't tell where it was. I called the gas company. I said, I don't know where I'm smelling this from. And I said, so they came and they had somebody like not searching any houses, but like using a meter all around. He's like, yeah, I smell it, but I'm getting zero like gas leak, and we're both like, I don't know. And
so you could smell it, but the gas detector was saying no gas.
Yes.
So it wasn't gas. So it
Could
probably
have
was-
potentially
yeah.
been
It was
I mean,
yeah.
there is a difference though.
I mean, it might have just been freshly the smell was coming out. I have no idea. I didn't know she died. And then what ended up happening was they shut the gas off to the building, but there was tenants upstairs. So that's the only thing that had queued. Like then there was a big like mass like panic because those people lived there and they couldn't get a hold of anybody because the gas was shut off. And the person
And that's how they figured
downstairs
it out.
is who owned the building. The owner lived in the bottom part of the
But
building.
if the smell was so strong that you were smelling it, how are the upstairs people not smelling it?
I wonder the same thing.
I mean, it
maybe they
just-
were out of town or something. I have no idea because they were
Yeah.
knocking and nobody was answering the door. in
It's
that
a
building.
complicated topic, isn't it? Because it's like ventilation, wind direction, like there's all kinds of.
But if you're
Elements.
above it, you would imagine that it's coming straight up.
Not
Yeah, and
necessarily. I mean, it depends how the ventilation system works. I mean, it
And
might vent air the other way. I mean, you don't know, do you? It's just.
So,
And I'm sure you also know this, Morgan, because you've lived next to the ocean long enough now. Sometimes there's like sewage leaks that you can just smell sewage
not
from the
Manhattan
ocean.
Beach.
Not
Maybe
Manhattan
maybe in
Beach.
Venice.
Don't you know? We don't have these problems on Manhattan Beach.
Okay. All right. So I didn't know. I mean, I
Well, have
still
you
don't
ever-
know one
have
way
you
or the
ever
other.
Have you ever smelled like a dead animal before?
I have, but there's varying degrees of what it smelled like, you know? Sometimes my mouth waters and I get hungry because I smell
Ugh.
a dead animal.
I mean,
most times-
this is a grim topic, but when I used to work in housing, like this would come up quite a bit, right? Like people would die, and then like they would ring.
Why you
like,
guys to leave the
well,
housing market?
well, the neighbors would ring up because we'd be the landlord for the entire like block of flats or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh, Martha's not been around for a week, and we can smell something weird, and there's flies on the front door." And
Ew.
it's like, and it was us who had to go in and sort of, it was a bit. The smell differs depending on like all kinds of different like factors. Like if it's in a very concentrated small room, like it's pretty grim. Like if it's in a big open space, it's like it's different. Like I don't know. So I could kind of see how you could mistake it for gas.
I mean, I don't even know that I
Well-
did, but I only like days and days later realized that maybe because the person that was trying to be the property manager or like interim property manager, when I said I called about the gas leak, she had a very sharp, and maybe because she was showing the place, so maybe it's completely unrelated. She had a very sharp answer of, there was no gas leak.
Well, yeah, I
like,
mean,
okay, I don't know.
I mean, she doesn't want to hear gas leak when she's trying to show tenants around.
Yeah, that's also very possible. I don't know one way or the other. It
Oh
has
yeah,
been
you'll
in
love
my
it.
mind.
There's gas leaking all the time. Welcome to the building.
I mean, the truth, and somebody bought it. We don't know who, but Erin saw that it was purchased on. I think it was Willow that she saw it. But if if there was anything you could do to tell somebody, like, hey, don't buy this house. You are moving into a place where your windows are gonna rattle because one of your neighbors is crazy. It's me, and I play video games and shout. No, my other.
Yeah. If you want to know where James lives, just take a look on that website and search for recently sold flats in Venice Beach, and
There you go.
You'll be able to figure out exactly where he lives now.
Oh my! If you didn't already know, that's the thing.
That's the one.
All right, 35:17 through 35:47. That was like watching someone depict James' distinct playstyle using interpretive dance. I call this performance "Gravity Always Wins."
Oh, no, don't play that. Don't
No,
play
this is good because this is we're separated, but I see your body floating
bad
around.
guys.
There should be no bad guys there.
I mean, there's tons of bad
Oh,
guys.
you're in the
Oh,
wrong
what the
spot.
hell?
Okay. But it was the middle cliff.
How's that happened?
Did
Oh,
you?
I got
were you
maybe
going,
It's just
were you
it's
going
it
down
happens
or
in
were
the.
you- Were you going up or were you going down?
I was going down.
So James still sees the game world, and he's
Yeah.
running.
Okay,
Yeah, but
hopefully
he's
I can catch this.
that's amazing. That's
next
hilarious.
elevator and go further down. There's more down to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like you've been trapped into the Matrix. It's it's fantastic.
But keep
Oh,
watching. It gets
for a
good.
long time. Oh.
God damn it.
I guess that was the predictable outcome, right? Oh, that's amazing.
Spellany has died. Well, it's not that bad. I thought I was going to be doing something really stupid, but that was just.
Well, what you were doing was really stupid. That's when you got lost and you were like, I don't know which way to go, but there's literally only one way to go. And you're like, no, I'm in the other area, which is just like you're on the other side of the room with still the only one way to go.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel better. Thanks.
Yeah. And then you were defending
Thanks.
your position like a lot.
And then I showed you the next week. You were like, "Oh, that
And
makes
then I
sense.
laughed
I was
at you.
wrong. I apologize."
No,
I don't.
that's not
I don't
what
remember it
happened.
that way.
I was like, you're insane. You're a crazy person. 45, 25. You were thinking of the Chandler's Trident.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That I am thinking of the Chandler's Trident, which might be from Dark Souls 1, maybe Demon Souls, maybe all of them. But it's a trident for magic users, I think.
Oh yeah, Pill. That's different from the video that's gonna come out where James can't find the hole for 5 minutes. Yeah, they're two different.
Can't find the hole for 5 minutes. Give
Uh-huh.
me 6. You know what I mean? Give me 6.
I don't know what you mean. Explain what you mean.
I mean, I can't find the hole for 5 minutes. Give me 6. No big deal.
What's gonna happen in that 1 minute that didn't happen the first 5?
I'm gonna find that hole.
I mean, to be fair, you eventually find it.
Yeah.
But
Thank
then you die. Are we gonna see that Chandler's Trident video?
If you like, 45,
let's-
25, is it?
I'm
Let's
pretty sure it's
see it.
just the faith-based trident. Oh, we can look at it though.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, they took the time to clip it. We might as well take the time to watch it, you know?
And finally, we got the Inquisitors, Gary and Dole. Know what I
I
mean?
think that might be that. Is that an intelligence weapon?
I don't know.
Amazing
It reminds me
commentary.
of something from either Demon Souls or Dark Souls. It's not an intelligence weapon. It's a faith weapon. Pretty cool though. Blood loss, 16. Faith needed.
That was it.
Right.
Free us, Danny. Free us from this prison. Dark Page, that's James's point. Dark Page again, new season of the Clippers show. The new season of the Clippers show sucks. Not a big
What
fan
is
of
the Clippers show? To do with the basketball team?
our basketball team, and we are stinky. We're the stinkiest around.
Is
We
it
stink.
is it just like a factual, like, here's what's happening in the LA Clippers this week, or is it like a fictional show? Like, what's the show? What's the format?
It's just the basketball season started again.
Right. And
it's
no
bad.
no bueno this year, oh dear.
Not so good this so far, but there's a lot of games. Maybe we'll pick it up later. Who knows?
Is the shine wearing off Steve Ballmer these days?
It's not Ballmer's fault. He keeps shelling out money. He's building us a new stadium. We just picked up James Harden, who should be a really good match for our squad. Our 4 superstars are all from Southern California or the LA area, so they're all playing essentially for their hometowns. Everything should be working well. It's just not yet.
Sounds like the manager needs a kick up the arse or replacement, maybe.
No, we do that. That's usually
the
what
coach,
happens.
I should
They
say.
they end up blaming the coach and then switching him out, but it's usually not the problem. It's just what it is.
You pay them too much and they just get complacent, Morgie. They just don't have to put the effort in, you know?
Yeah, that's what I say about all employees. We just gotta keep them on a string so that they
That's
they
it,
have to
man.
work as hard as they can just to get enough food to eat.
That is the beauty of communism. It's not about the money. It's
Danny,
about-
imperialist king.
Okay. Ralph Murphy says, Morgan is a golfer, question mark. From now on, James is always the problem, and Morgan is 100% the man.
That's right.
And then you should read your own voice.
Oh yeah, I said even if I'm bad, very bad, which is true.
Even a bad day of golf is better than a day of James's bad memory. God.
I went yesterday and I played pretty well. For me, it was really great. Fall vibes, fat squirrels, and I saw a coyote.
Ooh.
Ooh, a
Yeah,
coyote.
he's just a big.
Was he chasing a
coyote.
roadrunner?
No.
No.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
use
think?
restroom. Be right back.
You think of the desert? Okay, finally, guys, we're alone. So the thing about James that I really wanted to tell you.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Spill the.
I mean, I wouldn't say anything behind his back that I wouldn't say to his face.
Well, then just say it anyway.
Well, I like to see his face when I say it.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Who's this young cute boy in this picture? Young Morgan?
That's my very, very, very old headshot. Maybe from 2010, 2011.
No. Is when you say fat squirrels, was that when you sent the picture in the Discord of the fat squirrel? And
Yeah.
you said, I saw a fat squirrel playing golf. And then I
Yep.
said, because I thought it was really clever, oh, that's amazing. What's its par? And you didn't even you didn't say
I
anything.
didn't get that. I must have that channel muted or something. didn't get that notification.
I thought I was being quite clever. But anyway.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good British humor.
Anyway, moving on.
Ralph Murphy, there is a catacombs or cave on the hillside above where you just fought to be a mariner. And I committed that to memory, so thank you, Ralph Murphy. Pill, firstly, props to Danny for fixing the sound. What did you do to the sound, Danny? Nice. 11:52. What? Does he mean just that we're recording it properly? Oh, that reminds me.
Possibly, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So, on my recording, I have everything.
I have
on-
to shift it by a second because for some reason it's all.
Oh, my sound is off by a second.
Well, when you send me your recordings, your game audio is always off by a second, so I have to shift your game audio by a second. But
all
you
the
two are
talking
always
the same?
is always the same.
Oh. So
So
yeah, I
I
switched it
usually
so
just-
I don't hear a delay, but it must be then recording it.
I think that's the because you
second
swapped
off.
because you're recording the that makes sense. It's not a problem because I just find you swinging a sword, I line it up.
Oh, okay,
So
good.
it's not. I wouldn't change the workflow. I just
So then
forgot
thank
to
you,
do
Danny,
it.
for fixing the sound. Well, now I have it
That's
recorded,
why
so I have everything recorded on 1 and everything recorded on 5. So when I do a test video, I can hear it. So there's gonna be 5 tracks coming up on these next ones.
As long as you make sure 2, 3, and 4 are separate. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I combine them on one so that you can play it back as a normal video file. And then
Well,
I
for
just-
whatever reason, when I play back the video file, it plays whatever the last track
Oh,
is.
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So I have everything on 5 together, and then James on 4, me on 3, and the game on.
It's great.
2.
Just keep inflating the file size. It's
And
not a problem.
what's on one?
1 is everything all again because if I turn, I guess I can turn it off. But if I turn it off when I go to stream, then I don't get any audio because the audio on the stream goes only pulls from 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun.
Yeah, that's all. It sounds logical to me.
Yeah. So 11:52, James is helping.
Is he really? Let's have a look. Do you think James is really helping, or this is going to be?
I think I'm really helping.
It's a little early in the video for James to be helping.
Firefly.
There it is.
Just 2 whiffs and then he runs away.
Let's watch that again.
Got him. I mean, it looks like you got it handled, and I'm pretty sure that's what happens is you call me out on it, and I'm like, what did you want me to do? You were corner banging that dude. I mean, what do you want from me?
Is there more on this? Pill says
Oh
there's
yeah,
more.
keep
Should
it
I?
running.
Oh, no.
What? He comes back.
Wow.
Oh, wow, he
got
goes
him.
back
See?
and steals the kill.
For you.
So that invalidates
That's
everything
gonna be
you
it.
just said about him having it under control.
Yeah.
And that you just proved yourself wrong there by speaking before we'd finished the clip. And wow.
You guys really know how to make a villain out of me. I'm a hero. Okay? In
How?
everyday life, just pay attention and you'll see it. I don't brag about it all the time. I don't try to put it out in front of everyone. But if you pay attention closely, I'm doing a lot of good stuff. Right?
I think the look of amusement/disgust on Big Morgs' face there is
That's gonna be a bad
Last
clip
hit.
for you.
yeah. Anyway,
Okay. They did it. Woo.
what's that? 2236. Oh, perfect. It's looking out.
Inventory. Leave.
So, inventory. I don't
So,
see.
you can drop items on the floor in co-op.
Maybe it doesn't allow you to do
Oh, you gotta select it. All right, here. I will leave this.
it. Oh, hell yeah.
I will leave.
Whoa. Don't you need these to level up?
I'm not.
Why-
I don't use those things to level up. You know.
No, but why?
Why are all the dropped items? Why do they look like golden bagpipes?
Because
It's
we
just
carry
what they
all
do.
of our stuff in little bagpipes.
Mm-hmm.
They genuinely look like golden bagpipes.
If you were Scottish, you'd know.
Anyway, should I carry on since you seem distracted?
Yeah,
All right,
I'll
I'm
read the
sending
rest
a
of it for you.
work.
By the way,
chat.
would be nice for you guys to go get spells from the scrolls and spells books that you found so far from Dog Pope. P.S. Morgan continues to take butts and kick names, finishing this episode with 37 blows, and James upped one himself this time, ending with 12 final blows.
Oh man, the disparity is
37
getting
versus
rough.
12. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. Like it's it's
I think it just keeps getting worse.
yeah. Apparently, the
no.
context for the last clip was that last time James tried to drop an item, he destroyed it instead.
We did.
Yeah,
do
that is what
yeah.
happened. And it was
Yeah.
a weapon that we wanted to give him.
Yeah.
And you just sent it into the ether instead. It was gone forever and ever.
Yeah.
Goodbye, weapon.
Ooh, this is what we need to hear. You guys can all play a co-op playthrough in Baldur's Gate 3. It's also optimized for playing with or without your friends, so multiple people can join or leave virtually seamlessly in the same playthrough, but the maximum party size is 4. Let's do it.
A fine product of Larian Studios. I think we should definitely try Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, you've played a bit, haven't you, James?
No,
Oh.
I don't have it. It's an expensive game. Is it on Game Pass?
Is it on
I don't
Games
think it
Pass?
is.
I don't think it's on Games Pass.
No, it's not even out yet.
Oh, it's out. It's been out for like 3 months.
Yeah, it's been out for a little while now. We should maybe check out Baldur's Gate 3 at some stage. Danger Dad certainly seems keen, because I'm pretty sure this comment is on every video this week.
I mean, we would have to all buy copies, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. We'll get to that. Yeah, we'd have to. We could figure it out.
It's only $60.
Yeah. That was what we were talking about at the very beginning, like, because Danny said we're not doing terrible, but it's just that we're not doing, like, it's expensive to get games. That's why I think it's good to focus on games that are in Game Pass or part of programs, if possible.
Yeah.
Like I mean, one of us would basically have to buy the games out of our own money, because I think 4 copies of Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty much all the company has in the bank at the moment.
It would have to be sick too. Almost one of us needs to get it and then like test it out and see if it's even worth it.
Oh,
It's definitely it's a very highly acclaimed game. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is not going to be a problem. I mean, it depends whether you like that kind of game or not. But it's
a turn-based
It's,
RPG.
yeah, it's D&D basically, isn't it? Like it's in that universe.
Yeah, we had just discussed that last week.
Yeah,
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I had deja vu.
Well, then we can just we'll just do Theater of the Mind. We don't even need to buy the game. We can just
That would be a fun stream, just us playing campaigns on a stream. We could have nothing else but our faces. It'd be great. Who wouldn't want to tune in for that?
I mean, I'm totally down. I am absolutely down. I've even got a whole program that will track all the stats and has all the rules to games like that.
yeah.
Do you know Zach's working on a little project at the moment? I don't know whether we should say anything about it, but he's working on a little thing.
Holy schmoly! Is it called Tier 1 subs?
No. Well, he's been pouring those out
You
too.
just dumped 10 tier 1 subs on people.
No. Well, it's because people are fed up with ads. So rather than, I think this is why we don't make a lot of money, because we're literally paying for people to have ad-free access to our stream.
But you make more off the subscription than you would off the ads, right?
Yeah, but Zach is paying for the subscriptions. So I mean, I guess that's
Well,
true.
that's on Zach.
I guess he's pouring his own money into the company indirectly, but he's giving half of it to Twitch. But ads can only be stopped with Twitch Turbo. Is that a new? Is that new? Subscribers no longer block ads.
What's the freaking point?
Oh, Zach, get your money back, man. You're just giving half of your money to Amazon. It's just
Maybe he likes rockets.
I didn't know that was a thing, and I don't remember being told that was a thing. Maybe he likes rockets. I mean, by that logic, you'd be giving your money to Twitter as well, and I don't think that's wise. I mean,
Pelagius says he never sees ads, though.
Pelagius seems like that kind of man who knows how to install an ad blocker. So I don't know if that's an element in that. Maybe it's only with bigger channels, because I'm pretty sure if you subscribe to us, you don't get ads anymore. But we are partners on Twitch, so I don't have a clue what the difference is.
It says that you don't get ads, ad-free viewing. So what do you get for subscribing? Custom emotes, sub badges, sub-only chat and streams, and ad-free viewing.
Okay.
Ad-free viewing.
Animated emotes and channel point multipliers up to 2. Oh, in select channels, it says. It has a little asterisk, and then the gray in the corner it says in select channels. What does that mean? Which are the,
I don't know. But
does it mean the big ones you don't see ads, or the big ones you still see ads?
I'm pretty sure it means us either way. I don't know whether we count as big or not, in that we're not big, but we do somehow have partners status. So I don't know how that counts. Maybe it's different by region as well.
Well, there's going to be an ad in 45 seconds. So you guys let us know.
No,
Did you
ad
see
break
it or not?
ends. It's an ad right now.
Oh, there's an ad right now. So if you're not seeing an ad right now, then it's working.
We'll find out real soon, I think.
I mean, they should know, yeah.
Anyway,
Unless they're not logged in. Oh, no, they have to be logged in, or they wouldn't be able to.
Well, yeah,
chat.
you have to be logged in, or you are going to see the ad. Yeah.
Maybe they're only logged into the chat, not the stream.
Yeah.
Who knows? This is Lies of P, episode number 5. Brad Hahn, this is where my downfall occurs. Audio is about a second out of sync. Do you know why that is? Because I'm used to adjusting the audio by a second, and then I did it on my own video when I didn't need to.
Oh, no.
Really?
Lol.
Oh, my.
So I... and
Is that
then
something you were able to fix?
I didn't get around to fixing it, to be honest. I screwed up. The video was already out before I noticed it, so our voices are in sync, but the game audio is about a second out, I think, or maybe it's all out. I'm not sure, but anyway. And then Brad Hahn points out that at about 14 minutes and 30 seconds, when Zach asks if the game was minimized, the video freezes. It's true. I don't know what happened, because it was working for me. And I could still see the game, but it froze for Zach.
Didn't reload in your whatever you were streaming onto.
Yeah, and it didn't work on Discord either. But I minimized the game and reopened it, and it was fine. So it comes back after a few seconds. So it's watchable, but not our finest hour.
It happens to the best of us.
It does.
TJ Slusher 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm about halfway through this vid. And I'm pretty sad you missed the lever behind Flaming Fart, bro. Pop, cheerio, you found the lever? Well done, you old chap.
It's pop.
But the real
Well, James
question
should do
is,
it.
what did it
James, do
do?
that last line in your British accent,
Cheerio!
please.
You found it, the lever. Well done, old chap.
Fantastic.
I do a British accent, too.
Go ahead.
Pop, cheerio, you found the lever?
No,
Well done, old chap.
That's even worse than James's.
No, mine's good.
Is that a little
Pop
racist?
cheerio, you found the lever. Well done, old chap.
Cheerio.
Well, it started off like, very over the top with the pop cheerio, and then you had a stroke for the rest of it, and you just went. What was that?
That's
You
what it
just
sounds like.
you turned into Eric Cartman.
That's what
at
you
the
sound
end.
like right now. I'm just doing you.
No, when I say it, this is how I would say it, right? Pop cheerio, you found the lever. Well done, old chap.
Well,
That's
see, even
great, 'cause
then,
that's what I did.
you cranked up the British accent a little bit than you normally have.
But
Really
no,
laying on thick.
if you wanted to do it Mary Poppins
me try
style,
again.
it would be pop cheerio, you found the lever. Well done, old chap.
Pop, cheerio, you found the lever. Well done, old chap.
Why are you going up at the end of the sentence? I don't understand that bit, but fine. Okay.
That's how
The
they talk.
exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's you found the lever, not you found the lever. Like it's like you're asking the question.
That's how they talk. Do it again.
It's pop cheerio, you found the lever. Well done, old chap.
He said, "Pop, cheerio." You
Pop
found the
up,
lever,
cheerio.
old chap.
Pop cheerio. Jesus.
You're going up. I'm also going up. We're speaking the same language.
Slusher, please don't make comments like this again.
So what you guys sound like?
So then GameFront asks, but the real question is, what did it do?
Oh, this is me being dumb. It drained the area where the Iron Giant is. So to progress into the area that I ended up progressing into, I needed to pull the lever, but I didn't really understand what the lever did. But it actually, so fair enough. I guess I'm not very observant. I miss the days in video games where you would pull a lever or you would press a button or
Get a
push
cutscene.
and you get a little cut. The camera would zoom off to wherever the change was happening. It'd show you the door opening. That's what you need.
Not anymore. These kids just know what's up.
Mr. Bruce Atkins says the sass from Zach in this episode is, I don't know how to say this. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Zach was angry at various points during this episode, I think. So,
I mean, that's normal though, right?
well, here's. I just want to point this out: the fact that Zach is, I think, has quit Lies of P
Oh, really?
because he doesn't want people to accuse him of being mean to me. So
Because he was being mean to you.
well,
He doesn't want people to. He doesn't want.
but he
people
doesn't
to
want
see him
he
being
doesn't
mean.
want people to call him out on it. So please don't call him out on being mean. Because to
No,
be fair,
call him out.
No,
Don't
to be
defend
fair-
your abuser. What the hell?
this is Stockholm syndrome. But to be fair,
Yeah.
he usually has a point. I mean,
Oh no, Danny, don't fall for this.
I'm just saying.
Zach's a monster. Ask him to pick up the sticks. He'll shrivel up like a little bug.
What was the game that he played not that long ago?
He talks so much trash, but then you try to get him to run the sticks and he won't do it.
He did play a game not that long ago.
Was he amazing at it?
I don't know why I can't remember. What was
You
it?
guys were playing the underbrush or oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I called him out.
You're in big trouble, mister.
You
Call him out.
thinkers. I told Danny that I didn't want to do it anymore because it made me feel bad.
I
So I
coaxed
was
the troll
letting-
out from under the bridge.
Yeah, you did. That's the sound a troll makes. And I got it playing on the back screen. We're about to get feedback here. I'm getting some sort of cream rubbed on my butt right now because I got bug bites like plenty or whatever, a staph infection. Anyway,
You have a
I'm just-
staph infection.
I
That's
don't know
quite
what's
serious.
happening.
I think you should go to the hospital with a staph
Danny can
infection.
show you what I look like.
Oh no!
Anyway, I love you guys, but I had to do this from my phone just because the troll had no other option with the computer.
I mean,
being,
it sounds great.
It does sound good.
Yeah, it's fine. Just send us all a picture of that butt, and then we'll move on.
I don't know.
yeah,
That's
no,
not
no.
I would not request
You
that.
know he'll
because-
do it.
Oh
Yep,
no,
Yep. I know. Now that it's been requested, it's happening.
that's
Okay.
not a bug bite. That's an anus.
I've never seen a bug bite so
Mwah, mwah,
swollen
mwah, mwah.
before.
Oh, you guys are monsters.
How did you get bug bites on your butt?
A bug bit his butt. He's in the tropical wasteland.
I don't know.
We're not wearing any pants.
Yeah, speedos in paradise.
I guess
They
we'll never
they
know.
must have been riding quite high, depending on where the bites are. But
Maybe it was a
that's-
thong.
But yeah, like a budgie smuggler, a banana hammock,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
A budgie smuggler.
a budgie smuggler.
What is
Wait,
that?
Danny, what do you guys call toilet paper?
Toilet paper.
Oh, interesting. Well, just because I just watched a show that was Australian, they call it dunny paper.
I've never heard of that, but it doesn't
Oh,
surprise
did you pick
me.
up the dunny paper? Oh, did you pick up the dunny paper? That was
Why do the Australians sound like your British guy?
Because it's the same thing. That's also my South African. It's all the same.
Has Zach left agagen? Or is he
Yeah,
still-
he just had to defend himself. So apparently he didn't quit.
Well,
he
we
doesn't wanna
railroaded
feel
him
bad.
from his defense. He didn't really state his defense. Yeah, he doesn't want to feel bad by people calling him out in the comments. That's right,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No, he doesn't want. It makes him mad, and he doesn't want to feel mad at you. 'Cause
Oh
he
no,
likes
that's
you.
not the reason. He
No,
likes
that's
being
what he
angry at
just
me.
said.
No,
That's what he was trying to say.
don't believe it.
Zach, come back. Put your pants. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, no, that was the opposite. He officially logged out. I think he was still like. I think
He's
it's
trying
a
to click that
connection.
picture.
To be fair, if someone is putting some soothing cream into his anus, it's probably not the best time for him to be on the phone with us. But you know, here is Ken Eric, number 86. See, this is the source of
Yeah.
the problem. It says, "Love you, Zaki,
One
but
comment. What a
Yeah.
porcelain doll.
maybe chill out and give squats a break. Jeez, you're like the meanest co-host ever. Would love for you to switch places once so we can see your Lies of Pete skills.
There it
Perfect
is.
parry is very hard in this game."
Yeah, Ken's got the right idea.
Zach says, "Won't deny the perfect parrying is different/difficult, but we are talking about Danny retaining or understanding game mechanics, so I stand by my criticism and harshness." So if he stands by his criticism and harshness, what you just said is wrong.
Well, he's trying to defend himself in the comments, but that's what he means. He does mean what he's saying, but he doesn't want to have to say it.
Have you played Lies of P? Have either of you played Lies of P?
Just the
you have.
demo.
No. I look at it and it just looks like it'd be too easy for me, and I don't got time for cash play. You know.
You have to parry, basically, right? Like, it's like, you know, like how I kind of got through Dark Souls and Elden Ring by making parrying somewhat optional, by tanking my way
Yeah.
through the game. In this game, like, parrying's kind of like important, like it's mandatory, but also
Oh
But
God!
also-
Now it just joined me back in.
hello again.
Welcome. Yeah, you can't open up the computer again, or it'll take you right back. What's up?
But the problem with parrying is it's so precise. Like, you have to, it's like frame perfect you have to parry on that game. Like, it's really hard for me.
Zach, what do they call toilet paper in Hawaii?
Optional.
No. It's low blow. Although it might explain why he's got bites on his eyelids. I don't know. Zach, are you there?
I think he accidentally rejoined the chat. I
Yeah.
don't think that was
We've lost
intentional.
our.
And I've definitely had that happen to me. It should be like not allowed for a communication device to do that. Like, you can shut down your computer and restart it back up, and if you were still in a chat, you're just joined back in. Like, how many times has that caused people some problems in the past?
Well, what are you doing off camera that you wouldn't do on camera?
It's not necessarily what. Well, I'm not saying camera; it's voice, but I would assume also camera then. But like, you could just have like an open feed to your apartment as you're plotting anything.
Yeah, if you don't have anything to hide, then it should be fine.
Well, I don't have anything to hide. I mean, gosh, nothing.
Apparently, in Hawaii, it's called either doo-doo paper or Toto.
Toto is good. And then one more comment from Ken Eric. I respect it, but if I had to listen to you while playing, we would have a problem. It adds to the entertainment, though, so I'm only halfway kidding. And then Danger Dad, again, you can make sweet love to Mind Flayer in Baldur's Gate 3.
Nice.
That's why we should all be doing it.
We should all be playing Baldur's Gate 3.
It looks
If
like
you're-
it might not actually be out for Xbox. So maybe when it comes out for Xbox, it'll be day one released on Game Pass.
Maybe. Has it got some element of exclusivity?
It must, because it's. I just
I think
looked
it's
it up.
just on
It-
Steam.
It's on PS5 and Steam, and there's crossplay, and I guess there's going to be crossplay when it comes to Xbox also.
Oh, when does it come to Xbox?
Later
Who
this year.
knows?
And this was written, let's see when it was.
I reckon December, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably going to come out soon.
Well, yeah, if it comes out on Games Pass, then I think it would be silly not to, right?
It'd be really silly not to, and not silly in a good way. Let's get silly and not play a game. No,
I don't know why I'm selecting all the text today. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, this is Armored Core. It's episode number 12. And this is El Mono Mike, and he says at 33 minutes and 37 seconds, he says, Lamau, thank you, Jibs. I would never have guessed the dialogue changes if you didn't take the strong needle, since they are very clear with the instruction to take that weapon, since it's the only way to get through the first barrier. I'm on New Game Plus 4. Congratulations. So far, and never thought of not taking it. For your information, there are missions that you have to make a choice between making one mission or another that will give you different endings, so make sure you read the details before you take the mission and don't just jump in. Great episode, Jibs.
I'm actually just encountering one that I think I might restart because I didn't realize till I began the mission that I don't know that I agree with the one I chose. Because when they give the mission briefing, I'm like, oh, I'm not part of the good guy team now. And I'm a good guy. So this is pretty funny. In my defense, they talk a big game at the beginning of the briefing about how you have, like, they're giving you this weapon and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll start the mission. I thought it just gave you the weapon. I didn't think I had to go in and, like, select it and equip it. I thought they just gave it to you.
So this wasn't you just finding a big brain way of getting a different ending. You just legitimately didn't realize you had to pick
It's
up the
not
weapon.
a different ending. They just basically say, oh, you dumb fuck. You didn't take the weapon we gave you. I don't have it.
You didn't bring it. Gun 13, your ability to ruin our field trips is uncanny.
The game's giving you grief now.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought it just gave it to me. It was talking like the whole briefing was all about this weapon they're giving you.
That's
so I
amazing.
figured, okay, let's see what it is. I thought it was gonna be like a mounted thing that I jumped on top of. I didn't know what it was.
I just love the fact that General in the game is giving you grief
Yeah.
for not playing the game properly. That is phenomenal. You don't even need a coach anymore. Like, the game is literally going to do Morgan's job for him.
Thank goodness, because I just saw that clip and it was just more strafing to the side.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of the Armored Core, are you?
I'm gonna play it. I want to play it, but it's just so weird. It just looks weird. The combat looks weird.
It feels arcadey to me. Like, it seems like it's very fast action.
It is very fast action. It takes a long time to like sometimes beat an actual enemy, but when you do beat it, that run is really fast. Like on your best runs, it's very arcadey, but it's a lot of trial and error. Concludes the chapter. All right, let's just do it. I think they must have given me the stun needle. They wouldn't let me sortie without it.
There you go.
They do. They let
you know
you
what to say
sortie
about
without it.
assumption being the mother of all cook-ups. Anyway, see, look, why is he doing that again? Anyway, Kamikaze Ice says obligatory timestamps for best boy sequence.
We're looking at 48.
Oh, these are cool, but these are actually the computer. What the NPCs are saying, and they have some cool dialogue. The movie, the like cutscenes and all of the story is so much better than I was giving it credit at the beginning. Let's get the hell out of that middle area.
EML modules. Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%. Sighting correction A-OK. 90.
Is this the correct timestamp?
Yeah, I mean it's about to happen. It's a pretty cool little like shot.
Miss.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's pretty awesome, right?
That is pretty sick.
Yeah. It is at first it's really confusing because and I'm still confused. Like I actually was, like I was saying, I picked the wrong mission. And I have started it and I think I'm gonna start back over because like as it was described, I realized like it's not so easy to know who the good guy and the bad guy is because it's a complex story, you know? And you don't know much at the beginning. But while
Or
you
at the
don't
end.
know much at the beginning, you're just like a pawn. Well, at the beginning, you're just a pawn that's being woken up, and you're like, basically, it seems like you're coming out of like some sort of cryogenic freezing situation, and you're just like the lowest employee in a corporate, armored core mercenary group, and you start learning all of the political world of everything as you go up.
Nice. This is 5043. Watch out for friendly fire.
Hell out of there.
Output 95%. 100%. Watch out for friendly fire.
So it's just the same thing again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think, I don't know for sure, but I think that 53 one is it's the same thing. It's the final third big giant laser beam. I don't even know what kind of weapon that is.
I mean, it does look cool.
Yeah.
See,
I mean, the fact that they only had one animation though. Wait, you can fly?
Different mechs can. Yeah, the four-legged ones can. Where is he?
this is oh, hello. Is that just the end of the map? I thought you were getting lasered or something.
Don't show that to Morgan. It's a complicated map.
Well done on missing the shot. I've been
Yeah.
meaning to ask you a question
Okay.
about Armored Core 6. So apparently, and I only discovered this the other day, there's a little bit of a hidden feature in there, in that you can build your mech, or your Armored Core, and you can generate a link that you can share with people, and then if they click or paste that code or link into the game, then they can play as your whatever you built.
Oh, that's fun.
That's pretty cool. I've noticed that you can upload them.
Yes, that's the
I've never
feature.
done it.
Yeah.
I would say that sounds fun, but I change mine so much that I don't think it would be quite as much fun for them to play mine. But
Well,
what
there
I
has to
think
be a
would be
PvP
better,
aspect, right?
there definitely is. I haven't even done it yet.
That's probably what
Um,
they're using it for.
Yeah, but what I would say might be even more fun is if people are playing it, why don't you share your Armored Core, or your Armored Core, and I'll use it.
Well, I was
So
thinking
instead
you
of the
could,
opposite,
you
'cause
could,
I change-
yeah, you could put the code for your Armored Core from that episode into the description, and then people could,
Well, the thing is I cycle through it so many times. Like in one video, I'll probably have like 5-6 different Armored Cores. There is no real it's not like a build in Dark Souls where you have the same thing the whole time. You're
Ah.
switching it constantly. So if they give me one, it would be more fun to see that, I think, than watch. It would be almost, you wouldn't even notice the difference if it was like them taking mine. Like it's always a different Armored Core every video I'm making.
I just thought it was interesting because I didn't realize it was a feature of the game, and actually, it's user-generated content, isn't it? It's people
yeah,
making
absolutely.
things and sharing them, which I didn't
It's pretty
realize the game
cool.
had.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. I just don't like. There has never been an Armored Core that I made that was so good that I am not like already thinking of the next thing I was going to build. Maybe
But
once I
it's
completed
just-
the game.
It's just a link. You're not like there isn't like a file for it. It's not something we could like.
No, it's
upload
like a
to
really
GameFront.
super. That's the thing. It's just very simple. It just generates a code, and then the code. I don't know how it works exactly, but I think the code is the Armored Core, right? Like the code literally tells the game what your
Yeah.
build is. It's quite neat how they've done it. Anyway, Automaton fan 8996. What's Automaton?
They would be what an AC, an Armored Core would be without any actual person inside of it. It's an automatic.
Ah, okay, cool. So
And
someone
I
who's
think
a fan
it's
of the
actually
game.
a certain. It's actually, I think, a certain kind. I don't think that all of them are considered automatons. I think that they are the ones from this planet.
like automaton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like that. That's my understanding, but I'm still kind of learning everything. It's a deep game. I love it. I think it's great.
Cool. Well, guy who actually plays the game says 948. That was fortunate. If you had used a light attack, you'd have been right in front of Raven, and they would have point blank charge pile bunkered you as a counterattack. Raven has some strong melee counters. Should we watch 9:48?
I might be wrong. That might have been a completely wrong interpretation. I might be wrong about the automaton.
Yeah,
But I think that's the case.
I think he's talking about these little electronic saxophones.
Okay, maybe that's the case.
I'm gonna search it right now so I know.
If you search it and look at these little saxophones.
I did think it sounded musical, but I trusted James and I paid for my
you'll be
mistakes.
punished for it.
Anyway, this is let's watch 9:48. What happens? Ah.
Oh, why did my sword never went? Oh, I just wasted.
I don't think
a
there's.
heal.
I think you got lucky.
I don't think automaton has anything to do with.
Oh no,
Encore.
absolutely, probably doesn't.
It's only the musical instrument.
Yep. I like how James is desperately trying to find evidence to the contrary, somewhere or another.
I'm just trying to. I just don't know what to search to get the proof I need.
I did not know this was a musical instrument. This is look,
cool.
Stay away, dog.
They've got little faces on them. Don't call me a dog. They've got little faces on them. This is. I want one of these.
Yeah, I like the little Kirby ones.
Oh, this is sweet. We need to get a couple of
Wait, you
these.
can hear me again? God damn it! Yes. Watch the screen.
What the hell?
Are you wondering why the television is talking back to you, Zach?
This is a bit
no,
at this point, right?
I have the TV on, and then I try to join just to watch it on this. And I was gonna put my headphones on, and then my dogs are jumping around. And I wasn't calling you dog. What's up,
I
dog?
can definitely see why Zach would not want his to automatically connect, because who knows what's happening.
Okay, yeah, no, the dog. I mean, it's all cool. The dogs are treated well. God damn it, this room I can't go in. All right, I'm gonna quit this thing again. Dang it.
I'm gonna go search some
Bye-bye.
other. Hold on.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. Danger Dad has another fantastic comment for this video. He says, Baldur's Gate 3 is the perfect game for the long form content James loves to create.
Got him.
I mean, it's an audience of one, but I mean, it's a very loud voice that's crying out for Baldur's Gate 3 here. I think we should do a poll. I'm going to do
We
some
should
polls.
definitely do it.
It does seem like
We just got to run the cash up to get it, or one of us
yeah,
has to phone
join Patreon and donate 4 copies worth of Patreon money, and
Holy
we'll get the Baldur's Gate 3 going. Sweet. This is Shared Souls again, episode number 21. And kicking off is Pelagius. Pelagius says, oh my god, I love how Bloodthirst is completely blocked by Morgan's vision, so he couldn't see the talk option appearing multiple times, like at 11 minutes and 15 seconds. Is this what's he trying to say there? Like, you got unlucky.
I couldn't. Well, I went in to talk to the Beast Incantations guy, and I had to murder him to death because he came at me. I literally couldn't see talk when I walked up to him.
So is it a bit of a you're just another customer type situation?
Oh, there it is. Talk right there at the bottom. You just push Y. But he started attacking me.
He's glitched back.
Oh no, I started attacking him.
Let me
Yeah.
take me. Oh, he's
So-
glitched back.
Well, he's dead
no.
now. Let's not worry about it.
What did you do? Is there any way to?
Well, you mean what did we do? We murdered him. We're murderers.
I didn't say we. You misheard me. What did you do? Let him take me. Oh,
You think you're so special, but you're just another customer. No more beast incantations, sad face.
oh man.
Requesting absolution of the statue near Dogpope might work. We should try that, but not sure because game might have not registered Granx reverting to his non-hostile mode properly, and inherently hostile NPCs do not get revived. And 2, absolution is one mechanics. I'm very unclear on how it works. P.S. That's one terrible story, James. P.P.S. Also, congrats, James, on finally reducing the canyon for a gap between him and Morgan. So it's 37 versus 14 final blows. Oh, you're catching up.
Catching up. Well-
Ralph Murphy says Absolution isn't supposed to work with Gronk. I killed him in my last playthrough, and the wiki I checked, once he is dead for that playthrough. Rare occasion when Morgan is the ignoramus. James even mentions him being unhostile. Hey, I have a long history of killing NPCs and not feeling bad about it, and I will continue that history. It's my legacy. It's my mantra.
I mean, everybody has an off day.
Morgan did nothing wrong. That's all I have to say.
No, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean,
Was I confused in the moment? Did I kill my way out of the confusion? Yes. And yes.
but I mean, we could argue that James is always confused in the moment and kills his way out of confusion. I mean, it's not really
No.
defense, is it?
What?
I mean,
What
I'm
is-
trying to defend you here. I'm just saying.
I know.
Like,
I don't like
Good.
that defense.
I'm just saying, if you genuinely believe your situational awareness to be what it is, so are you really to blame if you ran over that old lady because you didn't see her crossing the road? You didn't try and kill her on purpose. You know what I mean?
But what if I didn't even know I was on a road?
We
Well,
got
exactly.
a comment from Mr. Carthands 4711. Oh, you're going to have to attack him to do damage. Amazing defensive series here by James. Here. Oh,
What the
Is that
fudge?
it? I don't know.
are
It's
they
been doing
trolling
that
us with the read mores? How did
They
do
really,
that?
yeah, they've all got read more on them.
Yeah,
None of
they're
them.
all. It's got to be a glitch though, right? They can't all be trolling.
Yeah, I need to figure out what that's about. 4711. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
That's my bad with that guy, Gronk. His spells are kind of weak, anyways.
That's like the roar, right? Or no, that would be the dragon.
Oh, I'm dead. You got him though.
Oh shit!
Take it home, James.
I have no more spells.
Use your little claws.
I got him out.
This is full Heaney panic mode right here, isn't it? This is
Well, and him to me too. Oh,
That is not a lot of damage.
Do you
Yeah,
not
I
have any,
was out
do you
of-
not have any heals left?
I had no spells, no heals, no nothing.
Do you not have 6 heals right down there in the bottom?
That's his because he died. So
Oh, I
that's his
see.
UI.
Right,
I
right,
should
right.
just die.
This is very tense viewing right here.
Yeah, he's throwing fire pods for some reason. Unlocked
I'm just
on.
trying. Oh well, I think I was locked on.
Why aren't you hitting him then?
I don't know.
Look at that.
Get him.
Am I? I don't even remember if I get him or not.
Ooh, good dodge. I think you get him.
I must, because I do get a boss kill in this.
Nice.
Nice.
Oof.
Good job, Jimmy.
And now that like justifies me having those pots in my like inventory this whole game. Because you never know what you're gonna need.
Good job, James. Although
This
you
is
did,
a
you,
big-
you did dance around him for a little while, though. To be fair.
I mean, I had no spells. I had nothing. I
It's true.
was just some teensy little fingernails that I had.
Good job on thinking of the pots.
All right, Brad Hunt sparks a real conversation here. I've been playing a lot of the new Lords of the Fallen game. It's surprisingly good. I think I'd actually like to see James play it. I think he could finish it in a respectively low death count.
Okay.
It's Me says it's way better than the first one, which has the same name for some reason. Sure, it has some issues, but I had fun playing it. Honestly, would love to see Morgan and James do a controller swap of it, like Dark Souls 2 RIP.
Ooh.
Ken, you funny, Brad Hahn. Brad Hahn. Well, I mean, if he goes with his standard gotta have faith build, which is arguably the most broken and OP build in the game, I don't see why not. I've seen videos of faith spells melting endgame bosses in under 10 seconds, not an exaggeration. Ken, I agree with everything you said, but this is James. He also have to get to higher radiance first, and he'll probably goes for poison. And if you read this on fan mail, James, I'm only kidding, of course. Promise. Edit. Also, I think the hardest thing in the game is the world itself, the double world thing, and remembering where you've been. And we all know that isn't that is Jimmy's strongest skill. Still kidding, James, meaning it's not your strongest skill. And then Danger Dad, of course, comes in. Why play that when you play Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh my god.
He's got a point.
There seems to be like this thing that happens where, you know, the audience gets a little bit bored of our output and starts to try and direct what we do by just repeatedly making
Which is
comments.
great. You gotta
it's
listen to it.
fantastic. I mean,
But I looked at that Lords of the Fallen game. It's another $60, and I'm like, I don't really like. I don't want to spend like full price on a AAA game and then not like it.
Do you know what's wild, right? I mean, it's like everything. It's just, you know, inflation. Like the cost of living's going up, the price of food's going up, the price of fuel is going up. Like,
Oh, here we go.
no, but I'm just saying, right? Like video games are the same. Like it's like we were talking about server prices and Amazon before. It's like that Sonic Superstars game, which is not a AAA Sonic game. They sold that for $60 as well.
Yeah.
Wild. The previous game, Sonic Mania, was sold on day one for $20. So it's the same as the thing we were talking about before, like a 2/3 increase or whatever, 200% increase in price. It's
Trailsbreakers game, which is like my favorite game. Every time they come out with a DLC, it's $30
yeah,
because they make a new map and new parts.
people are going to be sailing the seven seas again before long with the way things are going. I mean, things are expensive.
Oh yeah, let's take that chat offline.
No, let's not. Anyway,
I like Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, great game. I
Oh
want
my
to play
gosh,
Sea of Thieves
absolutely.
again,
I just played it. You know what I did? I was doing my podcast, Original Understudies, amazing improv
Oh my
podcast,
God.
releases every Monday. But to get the audio, there was a boat episode and there was something going on a boat. So I was like, oh, I'll just load up Sea of
You'll
Thieves
just
and
steal
record the
it
audio.
from Microsoft.
Am I going to be in trouble for that?
You know, if you have access to all those audio libraries that are free on YouTube, right?
No, you can just get like ocean splashing.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that.
Oh my god.
Can you send me a link to whatever you're talking about?
James's first time on YouTube.
Because we're a partner channel on YouTube, you just basically go to the YouTube studio, logged in as the GameFront account, and then there's an
Or
audio
any of the
library
ones that you're
option.
partnered with. You
Yeah,
probably have
and-
other ones that aren't us, but it's whatever one you're partnered with, you can just get free noises from.
Oh,
Sound
that's so
sound
cool.
effects, music, whatever.
And what is there a click to download, or do you have to like
Yeah,
record
you
it?
just
with-
download it.
Oh my god, I've been spending so much time.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God. That's incredible. Like I'll put my phone up next to the thing and boop boop beep bop for phone dialing, and like it's
You're
this
doing
is-
all your own Foley work.
I mean, a lot of my own Foley work is me going into video games and recording. Like I think it was
Which
maybe
is
Grand
way
Theft Auto.
more shady than just pulling it from a free source. There's also just a video sound effects library that you can go online, and it's just a huge library, and you just create an account and then you can download whatever you want. It's all user generated, so people are just putting it up there and they'll tell you what you can use it for, if it's for anything or whatever.
Oh,
Kill
fuck
Gurok,
me.
right?
I
So-
just got an image of Erin coming home and just finding James stomping boots on the floor and smushing pants
some
together.
gravel. He's got a little
I've
gravel
poured
box.
gravel.
Oh, don't mind James. He's just doing his own Foley work again. Don't worry.
Just breaking bottles on the wall.
No wonder his neighbours say he's low and noisy. Fucking hell.
James, you know that's been a feature for like 10 years, right?
I have never known that. That's incredible. That is going to
That's
be a big game changer for me.
Insane. What?
Yeah, I had no idea.
You've been
I
producing
must
so
have-
many YouTube videos between that time period.
I have 68,000 emails. I probably just missed whatever that one was that they announced that they added a. I am trying to get through my email queue, but it is daunting when you have over 68,000 emails. What's funny is I know that I'm
spot
not
on the money. It
deleting-
released in 2013.
Oh, that's weird. That's
That's
weird.
That's I think almost the year you started working at GameFront, isn't it? Or is it a
Me?
couple of years? Yeah.
No, I was working at GameFront. Whatever year Call of Duty came out, I got a job at
2010.
GameFront that next to. So it would have been 2011. is my year.
Yeah, 2010, 11.
I worked on Call of Duty 2010. They laid me off, and I said I'll never work in video games again. And then Aaron saw, I don't know if it was a Craigslist ad or what it was, and she's like, "Oh, you should look at this."
Wait,
And I
so all
joined-
of this is Erin's fault?
All of this is Aaron's fault. Yeah.
Wow.
sewed it.
There's a plot twist you didn't see coming.
No. It's also
Uh,
Aaron's fault that I found she also found the West Side Comedy Theater when it was West Side Eclectic opening up. She got like, I think that was long enough ago that it was like a paper clipping of like something in the Santa Monica Mirror. And she's like, "Oh, there's a new improv theater opening up," and then that's that. I'm sure I would have figured it out eventually, but I was there like, I mean, if they opened an improv theater
10 years
14 months,
later.
yeah. Oh, I never knew. But I did get to audition before it even opened.
Nice.
All right, scroll me up, Danny. I need to get out of here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
no, 45-16.
45-16.
Yeah, get him.
Morgan missed 6 attacks in a row. That's the reason why I don't like big weapons. They're just too slow. Somehow the roles has been switched in this video. James was doing way more work while Morgan was struggling to hit anything. Maybe it's time to become a Dex boy.
Ooh, you know I like being a Dex boy.
Crystal release is actually hitting him at all.
I don't think so either.
Oh well, yeah, this guy's hard to hit. That's a hit. Just
I think
FYI.
my best spell is this rock sling. That might have been a hit still.
No, it wasn't. That was a huge
wasn't?
miss.
It didn't look like a
It's-
huge.
yeah,
that was
That's a
definitely
huge miss. Because he's dodging my attacks.
Not mine.
Oh no, he's gonna kill me.
He's just too slow for the speed that he can move at, really, isn't it?
Oh
It's
yeah, you
just-
are missing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you do this before.
It's hard. But usually I fight this guy on a horse, or that's a hit.
Can you
Or
not
I,
use Torrent for this
Yeah.
fight?
You can.
Or is it because of co-op? Oh,
Usually I also just like bait him off the cliff. Honestly, if I'm being
I've
honest.
seen that video. Is that the was that the drunk
Yeah.
tip thing you did? It's like,
I just wanted to prove to you guys that I could do a viral TikTok video.
you want to get for 9,999 shares? You should bring that back. It was funny. Yeah, it was good.
Experimental 2054, James, I hereby commission you to write the world's first 1,000-page Shaggy Dog story. I want 999 pages of intense mystery, intrigue, and convolution. And on the last page, end it with, "Sorry, I forgot where I was going with that." Then watch the world burn as scholars and common men insist on dissecting your tale for the meaning and purpose that isn't there.
I absolutely
All right.
fucking love that idea. I think
20
that is a winner.
54. I mean, that's all of James's stories, right?
I think that's why it's so good. Like it, this would be a great idea.
Man, I wish you wouldn't have told that story.
Yeah, it was a really dumb story. I'm sorry. I totally ruined the vibes.
Because now I'm just so curious, and you have nothing.
I have nothing. I don't. I just the only thing I have is regret.
Yeah.
Regret for not telling the guy. Don't repeat jokes and scenes.
Did you hear about that new isotope that they discovered?
So
So funny thing. I had the class yesterday, and I called the guy out on it because he did a joke, and I called him out in the moment. I'm trying to remember what it was, but this time I did not make the same mistake of not saying it in the moment. I was like, "Oh, you were making a joke here." He's like, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, that's not." And I was nice to him. I wasn't like scream at him or punch
And
him.
you hemmed and hawed and kicked around it instead of telling him exactly what he needed to hear.
No, I made it pretty clear, and it was the nice thing was I'm trying to remember what the exact wording was.
He said, "I'll never do improv again." And he ran out of the room crying.
No. Oh, it wasn't even a good joke. It was just he was being. So somebody was like, I don't remember the exact context, but they're like, "Oh, you learned how to survive or like be really tough, because you were in the military." He's like, "No, I was never in the military. I learned it in the toilet." And I started. I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, I just thought it'd be funny." I was like, "Oh, well,
Well,
we don't need
that's not even doing a joke. That's just a flat out
Exactly.
denial.
So
It's just
it
saying
wasn't
no.
repeating somebody else's joke, but it was what it was is him trying to say something funny instead of just doing an improv scene.
James, if you ever need an improv coach, just call me up. I'll coach you while you're coaching them to make sure that
Do
you're
you-
coaching to the best of your ability.
I appreciate that. Do you mind if I just leave my phone like candidly in a corner recording, and that way you know where I am at when I request your help?
Yeah,
A
that'd be
bit
great.
like Zach's Discord. Just have it connected. And then...
I'll just walk in. Actually,
So it's
everyone's like, "Who is that guy?"
So in improv, it is a faux pas to put comedy before the art of improv. As in,
Yes,
if you derail,
there is nothing more important than doing the actual improv. So no jokes, nothing, no
Oh my
idea that you're
God,
thinking of.
guys.
even
What?
though ultimately it's supposed to be funny, right? Like it's
Guys,
not. You,
I
Well, the
have
humor-
a big announcement to make.
The humor doesn't come from the jokes. The humor comes from everybody in the moment discovering what it's about. So you as the improviser, your scene partner, and the audience should all be discovering in the moment what is happening next. And
Okay,
that is the only time that you're actually improvising,
right.
Mhm.
when it's a
makes sense.
surprise to everybody involved, because you're just following the actual logic. Anytime
And
you
the world
interject your
lost-
own,
The world lost one of
Excuse
the
me?
greatest improvisers. I just don't know how I can listen to you say such spot on things and like you don't jump on the stage anymore. You're totally right. You're totally right.
Speaking of
know.
improv, I think James has got some news. Maybe
Yeah, I
related to
do
have-
improv?
Really big news. Nothing to do with improv.
Okay,
But it's a fucking game changer, guys. Is there a way to do a drum roll or like some sort of like
let him download
Uh,
it from YouTube sound effects library real quick. It'll pop it on there. It'll
James
take
is
2
looking for a
seconds.
drum. Let's get his Foley workout again. There we go. I'll do your
Zach?
drum roll.
Zach has gifted me a copy of Baldur's Gate 3.
Sweet.
Oh.
I don't know
As a-
how I can make that reveal bigger, but it is. I am so excited for it. I just am beside myself with excitement.
He's ordered 3 copies of Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh no! And then he sent me pictures of his bug bites, which are
Yeah.
not looking good.
Oh, has he really? He hasn't sent me pictures of his bug bites. What? Is it safe for work?
It depends on if this is his leg or his penis. I don't.
It's not safe for work. He's got a bug. They're on his butt.
No, this is not his butt. It's a leg or a penis.
Okay. I guess he's fallen out with me because he hasn't sent it to me. But
Well, it probably takes a little longer to. It just came in. It takes a little longer to get it. But what's weird is those look like, 4 of them look like bites, but one of them looks like some
Well,
small
he said it could be a
creature
staph
has
infection.
scratched him. Oh, I guess so. Oh,
Dr. James now with the diagnosis on Zach's
Dark
Zach's
Page. We'll
booty.
talk improv theory later, Danny. Dark Page
Yeah.
2016. All right, now James can cook. Nothing.
oh my God! I was really hoping there was more there.
2434 for reference.
Oh, because I can cook. Maybe this is where I throw the hot pot. The old hot pot.
Oh no! Don't get up! Don't get up! Stay. Well, I guess.
Oh no, it's very different kind of cooking.
Oh, he got mush.
Yeah, I got cooked, and not in the way of me killing a boss with a flaming fireball.
Man, that ending was almost embarrassing. What happened at the end?
I don't know. That's kind of vague, isn't it? What happened at the end? Yeah, maybe.
Go to the round table. Do any stuff that we gotta do, and then we'll call this one.
Oh, was it
Dunno.
James killing the guy for me? Must have been.
Oh yeah. I do remember this. This is pretty good.
Oh no, is it
There's
us
those
trying to
glowing
get up into the
skulls.
thing? No, we already did
Oh
that.
no, that's not what I thought it was. That is
Intelligence
very
43.
embarrassing.
Don't know. Who knows?
We'll never know. Dark Page is a mystery.
42-11. You deserve that. This might be somewhat context. This is somewhat towards the end, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't deserve this.
All right, so you're trying to do your
feel
cheese
cheap.
trick here, and
Yeah.
revenge.
It just boots me off.
Let's
Ralph
just-
Murphy.
Sorry.
Oh, you want to see that again?
I just kind of like the Roadrunner kind of fall at the end. It's quite funny, isn't it? He just needs like that. It's good. Sorry, go
James wearing a Yankee hat. Another reason why James can never be right about anything.
Are you a
James,
fan
why
of
were
the
you-
New York Yankees?
No, I just like the color brown, and I thought that the letters font was really cool. And like, I wanted to remember New York, so I got a hat. What do you got? Like, I get approached by people all the time asking me if I'm a Yankees fan.
Quite
Because you're
honestly,
wearing a Yankees hat.
No, seriously, like you
I
will
had
see
no
people
idea.
wandering around in the UK just wearing New York Yankees hats, and most of the people wearing them
Yeah.
don't know what the New York Yankees are. They're just wearing the hat.
Well, I know what the new Yankees.
No,
are.
I mean,
I know
here,
the New
I'm not
Yankees.
saying you. I'm saying like people wandering around the
You're thinking
streets
of the
here.
Crank Yankers.
Crank anchors. Oh, it's not the same thing.
No.
My bad.
Yeah, it's literally just people who have been to New York and they want to tell people they've been to New York, so they'll wear
That's
the New
James.
York Yankees hat. And that's
Except for
yeah,
we
yeah,
live
I
in
guess.
the U.S., so
did you
mostly
mention-
everyone in LA has been to New York at least once.
Did you mention New York? I've been there.
Nice.
Scroll me up here. Let's see what's going on. Danger Dad. Every standalone tower in the game used to belong to a mage in lore. Mages have a love for big hats and towers, if you've ever noticed. Never noticed. You should try to find a way into every tower in the game because there's usually mage stuff in them.
Oh, look, we've got an auto reply for the first time in ages. What do you want? Thanks for the tips.
Good point.
Good point. Fair enough.
Just hoping
Very
James will
bad.
actually retain this info. Virtually no tower in Liarnia, Mageville, was visited. While Morgan is driving the bus. Poor Morgan has to be in charge of building two characters at once, lol. GameFront, good point. Got him.
Ralph Murphy says, Karma with the Knights Cavalry is such a biatch.
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. James, can you answer this one? Is there any logical reason why a mage uses the claws?
Well, I think it's because they're super lightweight, and I'm able to put the frost on them. I mean, I guess I could stop using the claws, but I thought people said that the claws were good.
Nobody said that.
I thought somebody said it.
You.
No, I think
Moving
that it's
on.
been okay. I might look for a different weapon. We'll see.
Danny, we got to pick up the pace here, baby. Armored
Great.
Core.
This only has two
Elon-
comments.
El Mono Mike 2705 Murderbot. No, Jibs, one day you'll learn to read little pop-up windows before hitting OK, especially if you identify the word overwrite. Besides the great job in making this walkthrough interesting by finding out alternative dialogues when you don't follow the instructions, like when they told you to take the elevator down and you just jump down to the abyss. 2705?
Yeah, I deleted one of my builds.
But you're changing them 5 or 6 times a video. So it
I
doesn't matter.
am, but I'm going to different, like, it's the color scheme that I had with it, and it was like, because I had all the, like, you got to get all the paint jobs and stuff. I don't know where I do it.
Oh, it's your adventure bot there.
Yeah, so there, like, I do change it.
Overwrite.
The overburdened one.
you whatever.
Nailed it.
Oh man, that hurt. That hurt a lot.
2158 classic James moment. If you thought that boss was too hard, just wait till you fight the next one. Also, you've made a lot of progress. I was honestly expecting this playthrough to take you at least a year to finish. That's good news. Hiding.
Oh, I see those plasma missiles. I think I can dodge those.
Good job at dodging those. Great. Nice.
Holy
I guess
moly.
I should have been strafing.
You stopped strafing for 1 second.
And finally, it is episode number 22 of Shared
Ooh.
Souls.
We had a lot of shared souls.
Yeah.
A lot of
Pill,
Shared Souls.
episode 21. Well, it is GameFront, not CountFront. 1327. I'm being wrongfully accused. I present following 5 minutes of video evidence as proof of my innocence. 4817. Morgan, is James being a bad influence again?
That's 5 minutes of footage, so we won't watch that. So 4817.
Yeah, let's see that.
That's the wrong video. Let me just refresh that there. 4817.
Oh, weird. I can't shoot the other gravity spell. It won't let me. I wonder what the reasoning is.
This is very James-esque tactics right here.
I'm hitting him with spells.
Yep. That's what James does, is it not?
Boom. Just hitting him with spells. Yeah, but I was trying it out. That's all right. He'll figure it out. 72 damage. That guy's getting rocked. P.S. Well, another good haul for Morgan, sitting on a pile of 40 final blows. James is still at 14, though. P.P.S. Now that's unfortunate. James but Morgan got the magma worm at 50-50. It looks incredibly close, but only Morgan's projectile gets destroyed on contact with the boss. If you look further at lower speed, you can spot all 3 rock sling projectiles going through the boss, meaning the boss was already dead and its hitbox disappeared. It was a great teamwork effort, though. Good job. PPPPPPSSS. Seriously, this would have been James's kill if he had the crystal staff. Ask Morgan for somber stones or buy them from the giant blacksmith Iji near Carrier Manor, and other spells mentioned earlier, like the ones from scrolls you two picked up in Rhea Lucaria Academy. Morgan definitely got them when you were trying to use shortcut to Volcano Manor, and spells from the chest in Celia Town in Khaled. James frustratingly saying, "I can't find the hole."
So we don't need to look at the 50-50, but I can only imagine it was so close that they made that mark and said you had to look at it at a slow speed to see who gets the final hit. It sucks because you're getting a lot of final hits, but I think I've been getting a lot of close to final hits.
I just wish that they could add up who's done the most damage.
I mean, you could technically do it, I suppose, but you just have to. Just a lot of work, isn't it?
Well, just like a counter that just like, keeps a continuous count of how much damage you've done.
Yeah. I think
Where's
that's the
that
thing.
mod?
I think that's the thing about Souls games. Like they say, data is king, and there's just some stats that it doesn't even track death count. We have to do that ourselves. Like
That's
it's nice of
weird.
the
Yeah,
game.
I've always thought it should track death count. Elmono Mike 1748. Wow. This is some next level stuff situation. After waiting for a while, and what a great entrance for the audience and demanding heal. 205 meets you, and what a punchline at the end of the scene, Jabs. So 1748 and 2005.
I actually know this one. It's pretty embarrassing, but pretty funny.
1708, right?
Oh, 1708.
No. I think that's right. That's right.
Oh, 1748.
Oh, my bad. Is there a dumb idiot falling down this hole? Oh, yeah, there she is. She's just taking off. Bye.
I didn't even see you yet.
Yeah.
And then I asked for him to heal me.
Because
Can you please heal me now?
Wow.
Jeez.
It's a mess.
2005.
Jesus.
I'm glad you made it down the hole.
Yeah, me too. Ugh. Now I gotta get back down there and get my souls. 'Cause I got enough to level up again. Whoa, that was pretty crazy.
Jesus.
Oh boy. I always have a great time watching you guys. Great. Mr. Bruce Akins, don't forget your Rawa raisins to keep that torrent nice and healthy. I never use those. I should. Just
We
put
should
them
be
in
using
my...
those.
Do you have to
Yeah.
look after your horse in Elden Ring?
The lava is burning them. At least the lava that we were in this last
and if
time.
you feed them these raisins, they can kind of last longer.
Heal up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad news about Mission Improbable, and here I was about to commit to take improv classes when the theater near me opens up again for students based on James swearing up and down that improv is life's secret ingredients. It totally, like, first of all, there is no sad news. I auditioned yesterday. I had a great audition. I couldn't have done better. If I make it, hooray. If I don't, I do think that the show needed to get better, and they're gonna make it better, even if it means without me. I think that you should, if there is really an improv place opening up, you should take it. It is life changing. It's so much fun. It's like being a little kid and playing.
Improv is dead.
But at one point in time, did it change your life, Morgan? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I wasted a lot of years doing it.
Jesus. Someone's growing out of it. And hey, I mean, there's never been a better time to be taking improv classes in the LA Venice Beach area because there's a bunch of jobs now going over at the Mission Improbable. So, you know,
It's too late. The auditions were yesterday.
damn
yeah.
it.
But I don't know where Ulusal's botnet lives. Go ahead and dox yourself. Tell us where.
James does it, so it's good for you too.
Dark
yes, go
Page,
ahead.
you know, James, you aren't afraid of failure, and I really respect that.
Yeah, I
What a
agree
nice
with
thing
that.
to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Not to make this about that, and I loved all the people that were in Mission Improbable, even if there were some of those people that I loved that I think needed to leave. But there was only 7 people of the like 35 or however many people that was in Mission Improbable that re-auditioned, and I think a lot of those people were just scared that they wouldn't make it. And I'm scared I'm not gonna make it, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, a lot of people get in the headspace too that they've like outgrown the need to audition or to prove themselves or whatever. They just already
I always
assume that they're
find
at the
that
top.
kind of weird in
echelon.
Hollywood, you know? Like, it's like saying I've outgrown the need to go for a job interview when I apply for a job. And it's kind of like, maybe to some degree, like if you're literally like, I don't know, Bill Gates or something. But like, you know, it's...
What job could Bill Gates possibly do?
Exactly. It's
None. I would definitely make him interview. Be like,
Fair-
oh,
wait, well, there you go then.
what have you
Point-
been doing for the last 10 years? What was your work product?
Well, anyway.
Oh,
Well,
nothing?
well-
Cool. You're not going to get the job.
Well, I don't want to get interviewed by you. You sound harsh.
He hasn't been working.
Well, I mean, I mean, no, he's been working. He's been doing all of that philanthropy
What?
stuff. He's been doing.
Okay,
doing
that's not a
his charity
job.
work. I mean, it's
He's going to be
definitely work.
working for me. I don't believe that he would be in the mindset or capable of following directions from somebody above him.
I mean, I'll
would
be honest
never
with
hire
you.
him.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. He isn't applying for the job. I was just trying to think of a name and probably just picked a very bad
Mm-hmm.
name. So
Well, you were saying someone that wouldn't need to apply and they would just get walk on, but I would never let Bill Gates walk on. I would need to make sure that he was a team player first.
I just mean someone whose reputation precedes them, I guess. But
Like me.
Okay, great.
And Morgan will just walk on, I'm sure.
So you don't need to audition, is what you're trying to say. If you wanted to be in Mission Improbable, you could just be on it.
Is
I
Patrick
think-
still
I
in
think-
charge of it?
No, he's not in charge of it.
Who's in charge?
Atul and Jen.
Oh no, Tool would make me redo it for sure.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
he,
the
like me,
truth
is by the book.
Yeah, he is by the book. It's funny. But I want to be in a position where I don't have to audition. Like, if they didn't make me audition, I certainly wouldn't have been like, why don't I throw in an audition to make sure I'm still got it, you know? I mean, and I know people, like, if you're getting enough work that you don't need to audition, there are definitely people that are offer only. And like, God, that's where I want to be. Because auditioning is hard. It's scary. It breaks you down little by little.
I guess that's true, but I guess my philosophy in life would be if someone wants to offer me a job without an interview or a role without an audition, great. But if they ask for one, I'm not going to be precious and say no.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
No, I'll never take a job I have to interview for again. I would audition for something because I feel like that's a different thing than you to see like how your body moves and how you talk and whatever. But
isn't that literally what a job interview's for? To see like how you would mesh with the team and how you would do the job and get to know.
Yeah, I don't want to ever be for employment. No, I will never do that again.
Okay.
I mean, unless I was like, oh, I'm taking a job as like a dishwasher or something like that. But for like a corporate job or like working for a business or something like that, no, I wouldn't audition or apply. I would just be like, okay, do you want me or you don't
apply?
Want me?
you want
to approach me.
You want to be headhunted? Okay.
How do you think I've gotten my last 8 jobs?
Yeah,
you think I'm out here throwing applications around? I don't think I've done an application since 2008, 2009, maybe.
Haven't you just had the same job since 2008/2009?
No, I've had like 80 jobs since.
80 jobs.
No, I've had a lot of.
You've been headhunted for 80 jobs in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, when you win a Webby for having great. When you win a Webby for having best costume design,
I mean, this is true.
They see your audition all over the place.
Well, I became a costumer as a sham. Mary just was like, "Oh, you should do it," and I was like, "Okay, yeah." And then everyone just assumed that I like went to school for it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not even formally trained as a costumer? You just make it up as you go?
No. Yeah, I would literally every single meeting. They'd be like, "Can you do that?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, definitely, I can do that." And then the second the meeting was over, I would YouTube it and be like, "How do you do that?"
This is the exact level of self-confidence which does get you far in life. To be fair,
yeah, yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I've lost my place. Dark Page, this is a classic episode. I'm thinking of making a playlist of the best episodes in my opinion and sharing it. Please do go for it, or you should.
Please do.
I guess please do is the best. Since there's not an awful answer, please do. I think works.
That's a good one.
Okay, Gamefront, please do. Dark Page says, that twin needle spewing boss fight is so scary the first time I walked in.
Yeah.
1935, great decision.
Ooh, what is it?
Ooh. Did you get lucky with the timing there?
I think I did.
Get him! Take him down a peg! Don't give up.
Still,
I think it's very powerful.
It's very slow, but yeah, it does a lot of damage. But
and it blasts them back.
I think you timed it on the swing where, because you were in the animation of the swing, you got away with not getting needled to death.
Get him!
At one point.
Yeah.
I won't play it again.
It's the one before that. Oh, yeah. 103.35. Gross.
103.35.
Ew, what happens? You're still coming though, right?
Oh, of course.
Wait, he keeps going. I think he says it again.
I'm still coming.
Nasty.
That's how
and
close
childish.
These two are. I mean,
experimental. Morgan, follow me. Also, Morgan doesn't give a damn if you're following him. 1506. You got to go down again and then over again and then down another pit. I watched the video from Morgan's perspective, and even I have no idea what he was talking about. Poor James.
Let's see if I can figure it out. 1506.
I think this is probably where I end up falling down that hole and just slam my body on the ground. And then I asked where all the rats are, and you said that's right, the right direction. But when I go and follow this rat path,
oh no, then you got to go down again and then over again, and then down a pit. Well, there's only one way to go. Essentially,
the confusion.
You go to the rats, and if the rats is a dead end, and then you go to the down, and you go over, and then you go down that hallway.
You
and
just
then
said the same words again.
Yeah, there's only 2 ways to go.
Like,
one is the rats; it's a dead end,
drop
and then the
down
other one
from
is to
where
the
those
hole.
Rats were, and then follow like the left side of the cave and try all the pathways until you find me.
That's it.
okay.
Go back and watch me. Let's see it in fast time. Me jumping down here.
Tell me when you want me to stop.
I mean, I'm down in this hole for a long time waiting for James, like 5 minutes, honestly.
Oh, you are there for a while. That's wild.
Yeah.
Out there, maybe?
Yeah. So do this in double time. And you'll see that there's only one way to go.
So what you're gonna miss by doing it in
Wait.
double time
A lot of dead rats.
is all
Was
the
that you that
places
told me
that
about
he
the rats in
doesn't
the theater?
go.
In the West Side Comedy Theater that I haven't been to in 3 years?
No, not that one.
I wonder who it was. I'm trying to remember
What?
the story now.
Oh, well, now
Somebody
you got
went to
everybody
a,
titillated on rats in a theater.
oh, it's like an AMC type theater.
Oh, a rat at a movie theater? Not an AMC. Come on, my stocks.
it might
Think
not
about my
be
stocks,
AMC. Well,
man. It was
I'll
probably a
remember
Regal
it.
Cinemas.
No, it was something different. Oh,
Your
it's
conversations are even better in chipmunk mode.
Anything but an
It's,
AMC. Come on, James. Say it so.
It was AMC Manhattan Beach.
No. There is no AMC Manhattan Beach. That's how I know you're full of poo. Caca.
I mean,
Oh,
this
the
isn't
hole
helping
was-
me at
that'd
all.
be good.
There he
That
is.
was-
He's down in the hole.
Go down.
That was it. That's the only way to go.
Except for all the ways he didn't go.
But then it takes you 5 minutes to get down there.
Well, sorry.
Well, on that basis, we have completed another week of fan mail.
Hey, it all worked out pretty good.
So, I guess that's it. There's nothing else to add. We're going to go and...
Okay, I've also received a gift copy of Boulder's Gate.
Yeah,
3.
all three of us have got it. I assume Zach
Oh,
must already
shit.
have it. So we have to find some kind of time where we're all free to play. Since it's been a while since the four of us played together.
I mean, I could do it right now, but it's probably a big game. I already started installing it right when that happened. Right when I got it. It's 29% done installing. So it's a pretty.
I
it's a
don't
pretty
think we're going
thick
to
baby.
start it today.
No, I mean, the four of us would have to find time, I guess.
Yeah.
But
And
we'll-
then James
we'll-
is going to be out of town. And
We'll
Oh,
make
I
it
was
work.
wrong. I'm out of town next Monday. I'm going to be gone because I leave town on Saturday. I'm back next Monday, the following Monday. Then it's the following Monday after that I have my eye surgery.
Okay, so your
So-
eye surgery is in 3 weeks, 3 weekends.
You're away on the 20th. You're back on the 27th. And then you're
Yep.
away on the 4th.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me actually check. I might be wrong.
Again?
I wanted to ask you a question about your eye surgery, if that's okay.
I would
Because-
love to answer a question. Let me just check my calendar to make sure it's that week for sure, but it might be on the Wednesday because it might be the day that we have like something. Maybe it's something else that it's in the way of. But I'll check my schedule really quick. But go ahead. What's your question about
A
the eye
family
surgery?
member of mine has just had surgery on his eye, but like proper surgery. Like they had to cut the eye open and stuff. Is that what they're doing to you? Or is it a laser thing?
It's a laser.
Okay, cool.
It's
Because
a
he
laser.
had to have someone like literally cut into his eye, right? And he's awake.
Was it cataract surgery?
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
awake. And
that
I'm like watching them actually do it. I'm like, no. Apparently
I
it takes
would
about.
work-
I don't think you feel anything because I think they numb
Yeah.
anesthetic or whatever. But like you can see them cutting into your own eyeball. And I'm
Oh
like,
God! Stop talking about it,
stop.
Dan.
I guess because I've talked to people because I've watched the videos of that surgery before. It looks horrific from the outside, but from the inside they said it's not like anything. Like you don't really even like it's not that scary like seeing the thing come down or whatever. But from the outside they're literally shaving just a thin layer to smooth everything out.
Yeah. So
well, I guess it's out of focus, so you don't really see it, I suppose, do you? But because it's that close to your eye.
Well,
or-
what's interesting is when I got the more official test that I got done, they numbed my eyes. They said it was going to sting. The numbing thing did not sting. And then they took a camera that looked like a microscope and they pressed it against my eyeball and pushed it. And I didn't feel it at all. It didn't hurt. So after that, I was like, okay, well, I guess it can't be that bad. I'm sure I'm not even going to feel the lasers. But I've been told, you know what's weird? I got to get a hold of her. But Miranda Shade had the same surgery I'm about to have 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Is that not strange? Or I should say 2 weeks ago from whenever she told me it was, so maybe like 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. It was like either the day before or the day after Halloween. No, it must have been the day before because she was saying there was a whole bunch of people that were in costume when she was leaving. But yeah. Bizarre coincidence.
Indeed. Right. Well, we're off. Are you doing your daily streams this week, Big Morgs?
Yep, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna do. I don't know if I'm going to be on Phantom Liberty this next video or on Wednesday, but in the next couple of days, I'll be at the Phantom Liberty part.
Nice.
Is that the DLC?
That's
Yeah.
the DLC, which I purchased
Cool.
with my own money for $30.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Yeah, sucks.
But I bet you it's gonna be great.
No, it looks very fun, and I'm having a lot of fun playing Cyberpunk again, even though I know what's going to happen. You know.
Yeah, I think I need to get back into it. You've kind of given me the bug. So
Yeah, and I did like Gorilla Arms last time, and I'm doing Mantis Blades this time, and Pill sent me a couple mods where I can respec as many times as I want. So if I get bored of one thing, I'll just switch it up.
they've completely redone like all the perks and
The
stuff. Right?
leveling and
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and you find like little bits that give you more cyber capacity and all that stuff. So yeah, the leveling is completely changed. Perks have changed.
Because of the DLC or because of just updates?
Just to make it better. They just decided it was better that way.
Oh, that's cool. I gotta check it out. I haven't seen the
Yeah, it's really fun.
Nice. One stream to go, says Pill, and then so
Yeah.
maybe the stream after.
That's what I figured, like one or two. But does Pill know that I streamed over the weekend for an hour and a half?
I don't know. Was he there?
Got him.
He normally turns up immediately, whatever time of day we start to stream. So it doesn't,